let me just give it to you guys. And it is so right. And they're talking about Amber and Anthony. But listen to this. When you hurt the right person, when you hurt the right woman, the wrong one will teach you how it feels. Because karma is like a credit card. You enjoyed it for now, tomorrow you pay for it, and with a lot of interest. Don't forget that. Isn't that nice? So Anthony has his wife Amber Dalton. And that man was such a horrible, horrible husband to that woman. And he forget how to treat her right. Right? So this is what gonna happen to him because Denisha is going to teach him and he's gonna learn a very valuable. That's what I think. That's my opinion. Yeah, let me just put that in because I don't have the writer's pen, but I do have my own writer's pen, and I'm just reading the nugget. So when Sharma and I look at that, we say, "Wow, that sounds like Denisha and Amber and Anthony." So let me read it again. Whoever is in the back there, when you hurt the right woman, the wrong one will teach you how it feels because karma is like a credit card. You enjoyed it now, but tomorrow you paid for it and with a lot of interest. Don't forget that. And that is well said. I just love it. I think I will have that as a slogan on our channel here. That is so, so wonderful. Hi, dear Masa. Mosa, how are you doing? Oh my goodness. Happy Sunday, everyone. So let we do it some roll call or we just start. Okay, we have to wait. We don't have too many people in here right now. But anyway, we just greet them as they come into, right? So I just greet who we have here and get the show on the road, right? And let me see what else I written down here because it's good to write down a lot of things there. Okay, I guess I just have to leave those things for later. So we have Goddess London is in the house. Welcome in, Goddess. And Goddess says, good evening, Sharon and Mads and chat. Welcome in, my beautiful. And Goddess says, please checked in, hit the like button, chat's awesome, dear Goddess. And Anna Jones says, you're welcome in, Anna Jones. She says, good evening, all. These children have helped me getting through with work email, LOL. That's awesome. Anna Jones, welcome in. Welcome in, Hope. She says, hello, Sharon, nice to see you. And okay, Goddess is saying, at Anna Jones, evening. All right, Hope says, I forgive your tardiness. You do have a life. Thank you, my darling. I'll try to do better tomorrow. Oh, yes, it is. And then Goddess London says, please like, share, and subscribe to Sharon Anderson Review. Thank you, dear Goddess. You know, and please hit the like button. Thanks again. Okay, thank you so much, Goddess. And then we have good night, dear Sharon Mosa. How are you doing, sweetie? And by the way, where are you? Where do you live? What in what country? You know, how is the weather there? Good afternoon and good evening here, Marian Wessels. Good afternoon, Sharon. Um, and chat. Yes, good afternoon, Marian. Hi, Eklin. Hi, beautiful. Welcome in. Welcome in. Hi, dear Humphrey. Humphrey says, good evening, Sharon and chat. So we're just doing our roll call. In the meantime, I'm just reading as we go down so we can have the chat flowing so it disappear. I don't have to scroll all the way up, you know what I mean? Yeah. Grand evening, Eklin. Goddess is saying to her. And Marian said, Goddess. And Passion says, welcome in, dear Passion. Passion, hi, Sharon and everyone. Hi, dear. And my baby girl is saying hi to Goddess Humphrey. Yes, Tina. Hi, dear Tina Young. Welcome in. Tina, I always want to get you up here on the panel and you refuse to come up. Why is that? Because, you know, it would be nice I would love to have every single one of you guys up here with me sometimes. You know what I mean? To give your take. You come up, you go down one at a time. You come up on your whatever. You know what I mean? It is nice to have different flavors. You know what I mean? Good evening. Okay. Okay, let me see. So Tina. Hi dear Antoinette. How are you doing? Antoinette always come up. She's so awesome. Yes. I look like I have to go start schedule who do I want on which day and so forth like that. Good evening, dear Antoinette. Welcome in. Hi dear Rhonda. Welcome in gorgeousness. How you doing? Hi dear Margaret. How are you, my darling? Welcome in. And my goddess saying good passion, good evening. And my lovely Tina is saying good afternoon, Goddess and Eklund. And Eklund says, hi, Tina. All right. Hi, Gigi. I miss you so much, Gigi. I missed you. I missed you. I miss you. Oh, Gigi, when are you gonna come up here and up here and come be my co-host? Hey, Gigi. Oh my goodness, G. Welcome, dear Rhonda again. Tina, we have Goddess Eklund. Okay, I'm gonna come down. Hi, Marvis. How are you, my darling? So, any one of you guys, because this channel belongs to you guys too. So, anyone can come up. You know what I mean? Just let me know. I'll put the link and so forth. Okay. Hi, dear Tyrene. Welcome in. Welcome in. Hi, dear Annie. Welcome in, beautiful. Yes. Hi, it's your girl. How are you doing, gorgeousness? Many blessings. Blessings, blessing. Happy Sunday. Yeah. Tina Young, I'm speaking to you. When are you coming up here? You're one of my mods. It would be nice to have one of my mods up here. One, you know what I mean? My goodness. My mods, them treat me so, so bad. You know what I mean? What you think? Do you like treat me bad? I'm just kidding. My mods are shy. They don't want to come up. And you don't have to show your face. You know what I mean? All right. Uncle Antoinette is very brave. And she says, please respect everyone comments and moderator. If you don't like what is saying on the platform, you can unsubscribe and leave. No one on this platform will ever disrespect any. It's only moderator. You mean the host, you forget about the host too. So young like that about moderator, Antoinette, you can put in the host because I'm the host, right? And you're there saying no one on this platform will ever disrespect any guests or moderators. You forget to put the host. Yeah, so the most important person should be up there. They have God, the host, the moderators, and the chat family. So let's do it right. Thank you for that, though. But remember, just put the host in there too. Yeah, that's the only thing you forget on that one. But this is really nice, Antoinette. Very nice. I like it. All right. So Tyrene says, Goddess. And Gigi said, I miss you too, Sharon. Yes, I miss you. My goodness, it is so nice to see you, darling. I'm going to start doing back my walks. I was going to go in my backyard and show you guys and sit in the backyard and have some chit chat. I was going to do that. I was thinking of doing that. But guys, I hardly ever come out to my house. I have to get back. I have to start going back out and get some sun. Yeah, I need to get some sun. Yes, yes, yes. Good afternoon. It's your girl. Yes. All right. Hi, Sabrina. How you doing, darling? And let's see. And Annie. Good evening. And then Passion says, "Hi, Tina. I had to take a break. I've not watched any skit. Passion, I do understand. A lot of people need to do that, right? Yeah, a lot of people needs to take a break. I understand. So yeah, so I know some of you skip the skit because of what's going on, and you don't like the drama because it will drive you. It gets you into your emotion. You know what I mean? And you just have to take a breather, and I do understand that, and I do get that. You know what I mean? Yeah, I do get it. I do get it. I'm shy. But nobody now gonna see you, Tina. Just come on. Look here, Tina. 10 minutes, 10 seconds, or whatever. You come up when it get heated, and we can just jump into it. You know what I mean? And then you'll be fine. You just try it. You don't show your picture. Yeah, you don't have to show your picture to the audience. That's fine. You just click on it and you have your 2 cents. We know that you're passionate about Amber. You can talk about Amber. You know that everybody is entitled to their own opinion. That is fine. That's good. Yeah. And Sharon, I'm writing Ace, me in my feelings, Gigi. That's okay, baby girl. Darling, I write so much things. And then when I come back to read it, I don't understand one thing when I write. God, especially about me doing short and my goodness. Oh, and then the next day I understand that, but when I need it, I don't understand. Idea error, welcome in. Yes. Error is not shy. Error always come up. But error system and my system doesn't like each other. Sometimes because it's so loud, the system just start kicking people off. I don't know why. And maybe we should go and delete some old videos from some lives from the system here, just in case. Antoinette says an os period. Yes, darling. Yes, you need to put the os in there. Thank you, my darling. I'm gonna put the link in the chat in a bit, and then we can speak on it. Good evening, Annabella. I agree. We all have to respect for the host moderator and guest. Yes, Gigi, that's it. I love that. Thank you, guys. You guys, good, 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 good. Gigi, I miss you so much. Gigi, can you be brave? I'd love to have Gigi up here. G, would you be brave today? And you come up and we're gonna talk about. I'm gonna show this kid what I'm gonna talk about. I'm gonna talk on, and we can talk on little things. And honestly, maybe I have to start take pictures. Maybe I have to go start take pictures. I have to make sure that I say hello. So Errol, welcome in. We have Gigi, we have Eklin. Hi Terian. Yeah, Terian eating, so she not ready yet to come up. And I'm trying to convince Gigi and Tina Young to come up, Terry. Yes. And hi, doing well. All right, so we get everybody. So you know what? I'm gonna read back what I wrote down for 26 likes, 41. Oh, we reached up this already. Wow. Thank you guys. Thank you, Tina. Tina, I know you're watching the floor and monitoring and everything. Gigi, good evening. All right, so what we're gonna do now? Before I get started, Terry Ann is coming up. Terry, I'm trying to get Gigi come up here. I want to, guys, I want to get Gigi up here so, but I'd love to hear Gigi voice. Yeah. Oh my God. And Tina Young. Oh, hi dear Terry, welcome in. And I have to be honest. When I just started YouTube, right? I was so scared. I was so scared. Guess what? Give me the courage. Oh, sorry, dear Terry. We should have Terry. Terry's in the back office. Yes, welcome, Terry. I was so scared. Even Terry and was scared too. And I convinced Terry to come up. But when I came on, just you, I have my anxiety. So you know what me used to do? When Anil put the link in the chat, I will be brave enough to come up and speak. Gigi, I'm at Southern girl. That's okay, Gigi. Come on up. We're a big happy family. Come on. Yeah. So, you don't have to show your face. Although I'll tease Terrian because Terrian don't like to be on camera at times. And I said, Terrian, you can't have me one up here. That's not fair. Because it's really nice to have someone that we can look at. And no, guys, I was so bad. And I'm their bestie. And Nancy. Nancy is so sweet, I tell you. And Nancy is not scared either. And I tell you guys, my anxiety gets, even sometimes okay, I'll be honest with you. Sometimes when you see me come on late, my anxiety is taking too much. And then Charmaine will say to me, Sharon, look how many times you go live. Go, come on, man. And sometimes she needs to go to her swimming, but guess what? I am so scared, and Charmaine will come up and Charmaine will say, I have to go cancel that now. And she jump on, and I'm so happy. And she says, Sharon, you're talking to the camera. Nobody's actually, but still. And so I have to pop pills, just to keep my nerves under control. Yeah. Wow. Thank you, Tina. Tina says 30, 30 likes, 35 watching. Thank you. Thank you, Tina. You guys are doing very good. Very, very good. Awesome. Awesome. All right. So let me get into the meat of the matter. Before we get into the meat of the matter, I want to read this again. Charmaine sent me this, and she said, "Sure, when we look at it, we say, my goodness, that is pertaining to Anthony, Denisha, and Amber. And this is it. When you are the right woman, the wrong one will teach you how it feels, because karma is like a credit card. You enjoyed it now, but tomorrow you paid for it, and with a lot of interest. Don't forget that. So you see what's happening right now. Anthony been a very bad, 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 bad husband, and he doesn't know that he had such a good wife, right? He treats her very bad. That we call the spade a spade. And Denisha is going to treat Anthony very bad. He's going to understand what it feels like to hurt Amber. Mark my word on it. All right. So with that being said, um let me see what you guys says here before we start that. All right. So Nancy says, please like, share, and subscribe to Sharon underscore Rico Review. Thank you, darling. Gigi say, hello, Nancy. Tina says, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you, darling. And Gigi says, hello. And here Marian says, Lauren is hiding out in South Beach at a hotel from Dan. She says she's going to Atlanta tonight. Okay, so I guess we're going to get some Atlanta thing. What does Shayla got on her plate? That's what we need to know. That's why I put that man Charmin is very few girl with her edit with the titles that time. Sometimes I call it say Charmin, what should I call this segment? When I can't think of a nice one, because there's a different one I was gonna use, and she said Sharon use that one here. So courtesy of Charmaine here. She said Shayla said she have a lot on her plate. Is it a fish sandwich with no sides? Oh God, I mean, I had to change my title. And Charmin and I was cracking up. You know what I mean? Shayla need karma. And then Marion says, yes, I saw the post about karma on Facebook. Okay. And then Denisha is Shayla karma. I wonder when, guys, we need to stop talking about Shayla karma. If you guys are going to bring up back Shayla karma, they're not going to give Shayla no karma and try to take off my bedroom slippers. Yeah. Shayla is not going to get no karma, guys, you know? Mhm. Yeah, I was told this morning that I need some sort. Oh my goodness. Um, but I went for a walk the other evening, and I was told, oh, was the sun up? No. Oh Lord, you're welcome, Sharon. Okay, Gigi said here. What's frustrating about Wayne World is he doesn't let karma happen to Anthony, Shayla, Angelina. And that's why people don't like these characters, because certain people can't get karma over and over. Yes, Gigi, just put Amber. We know say Amber. I know it's Amber. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take out the certain. I'm gonna says don't like those characters, because Amber can't Amber doesn't get karma. I mean, like Amber get karma over and over and over, and everybody else doesn't. And you're absolutely right. I will say it. If you're scared to say it, I will say it, darling. Don't you worry. Sharon back is big, right? And hello, Errol. Happy Sunday. And we have Rhonda says Anthony knows that he has a good wife, but for two dumb reason he has selective memory. Yes, Rhonda, definitely. Anthony said, Lord, pray for Amber. That man need to say, help me pray for my wife. He said, Lord, to pray for her. Anthony, me tell you now, that man hurt himself really, really bad. Gigi says, karma doesn't really work like that. What you put out, it will come back to you eventually. Eventually. Shayla, no, sorry, darling. You know why me I say eventually. Karma does. doesn't really work like that. What you put out will come back to you, especially Shayla. She committed a crime. She drew triple karma. So does Anthony. And you're absolutely right, dear Gigi. And Tina says that Shayla looks them talking to Anthony. Yeah, I have that skit, not Tori. And Shayla plate is empty. Iman is not at home. Yeah, so maybe that's why she have no slides in her plate right now because there's no sides. She just have that big fish sandwich. And you see, oh, Charmaine and I was talking, and Charmaine said, no, Sharon, she could have put the fish sandwich inside a bigger bread. She put that inside. You have the fish just hanging out, all that. And Charmaine is right. Yeah, I guess them were short and the size of the bread. She couldn't bake up bigger. Nancy and Eric said, Nancy, I really love Anthony. Told Shayla today how bad she was to Amber. And you see, oh, she have selective memory. She pretend like says, if you guys really look at it, really, really look at it. Oh, then I was gonna try and read this, but maybe that took me an hour. Shayla got Eamon on her plate. I was told I need some sun too, Nancy. Yeah. Mm. You understand? And so now me have to go to this one. Karma, never lose your address either. It sits and eagerly waits. Yes, Marion was so true. And Tina says, Shayla had a lot of nerve. I know we. And then please like, share, subscribe, Sharon underscore Rika review. Thank you, Nancy. And Nancy says, why mess over Amber over and over again? Because she can take it. I keep on telling you guys, because her character has many, many ranges. Remember, O'Neill tell us that same thing. Amber has many ranges and she can take it. She plays an excellent villain, I must say. And a damsel in distress and a person without no self-esteem. Yeah. I have self-esteem because sometimes when they're talking, we keep on forget. Yeah, she doesn't have this self-esteem. Okay, it's your girl says Shayla stressed because she have not seen Iman, yeah, and she need our yes man to exercise. She needs some exercise there. And there, Gigi says, Rhonda Shayla is delusional, talking about her plate is full. That lazy that was smoking baby mother waking around for a podcast to start on her part-time love to shows up. I know, eh? And Nancy says, please like, share, subscribe. Sharon underscore Rika review. Thank you, my darling. And Marian says, Wayne was supposed to be at the Essence Fest today in Nola. He wasn't there. Marian. Marian always keep me up to date. She always does. Thank you, Marian. And Anthony is a clown. Oh Lord. Nancy, you start. I hope my Terry. Terry.
Yes, I'm here. Hi, good
Best to
afternoon.
start already.
Oh, what she said.
Is up on the screen.
That's okay. Listen. Good afternoon, chat. Ah, boy, let me tell you, I was happy he put Shayla in our place today. That's all I know.
I
I
know,
just
right?
saw it. I came home today, and I was sitting in my car because I
Mm-hmm.
went to church today. So I sat in my car and I was, catching up on some of them skits, but when he said the pot cuts in the kettle black. And I
Mm-hmm.
don't know why Shayla is so in denial that what she did to Amber doesn't exist. Because she feels that what she did to Amber was okay.
Yeah,
That was
that's what I was going to
it.
speak on. Yes.
She feels that what she did to Amber was okay because she thinks Amber didn't treat Anthony the way
Yeah.
she thinks he was supposed to be treated.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's not your man, you ain't got no business in that.
Says that please like, share, and subscribe. Sharon underscore Rika review. Thank you, darling. And it's the same thing. She says, please like, share, and subscribe to Sharon underscore Rika review. And Tina says there, the Anthony mission has no light in its gloomy and dark spirit. Oh Lord, you guys start already, eh? But that's okay. That's okay. Okay, so Gigi says Nancy, Shayla won't accept her hurt. Amber, she refused to even admit what she has done. Oh, definitely she has. And Gigi, you keep hitting the nail right on the head. Shayla keep on refusing. Yep, she refused to even acknowledge. I noticed that every time somebody to admit what she has done. She has never taken accountability for what she did. This is why I want her to get caught Denisha and Iman in bed together. For real. Yep. That's why I want them to get caught. And Shayla, don't get the flew out. I laughed my head off. I know it, Nancy says. And Nancy Shayla is Wayne's favorite. Oh Lordy. Hello, Terry Ann. No answer. Alan is saying Shayla is a clown. Oh my goodness. Maybe I have to go start have them all as a clown. Seriously. Maybe I have to put them all as a clown now. Yeah. Okay, let's finish and hear what she has to say. It's about time corn puff face stands up to that serpent Sheila. Tina. Oh, let me put the link up here. And this is gonna be for I put the link in the chat for Tina Young and Gigi to come up here because Terrian, me and you one alone can't just sit on here and we saying our stuff. I'm here trying to get Terrian on here. It's not working. Oh, there she is. Okay, there she is. Terry.
Um, yeah, I'm here. I'm sorry about that. My bishop had called me, so the
Okay.
call came in. I'm sorry about that.
Mm,
Yeah, as I was saying, this girl is just too much. But everybody, Angelina and Sheila has so much to say about what Anthony does. Why are you
mm-hmm,
so concerned about what Anthony does?
mm-hmm,
Leave the man alone. If he
mm-hmm,
decide that he's going to be with Delisha, if you feel that Delisha is going to rob him, let him learn that lesson.
mm-hmm.
But don't impart yourself into his life. Leave him alone. You already destroy it.
I
You
know, right?
already tear it apart. Leave him alone. If it's even the fake pretend, let him just be happy for this one little time. We know he's not happy, but if you let him get this one feel good moment, because Shayla and Angelina has no part.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? No part, no business, nowhere in Anthony Dalton's life. They already destroyed it. How much more do they want? And they're plotting and scheming what they're gonna do to Denisha and this and that. I want them to do it. You know why? Because it's gonna come right back to Shayla. Because that which she plans to destroy Anthony with, she think when she destroy Anthony, Shayla will get or destroy Denisha, Shayla will get everything that Anthony has. Huh. We are going to see. We are going to see how she's behaving. But I want to ask the chat this Sharon, can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
I want to ask the chat this morning, this evening I saw the 9:30 skit where Wayne put up something in the sky that says, "Thank you, Lauren." All right. To my understanding, I want the chat to count with me and tell me if I'm right. In Wayne's real life, he has how many baby mothers?
Five,
No, how many?
five, I think.
Chat, if you know, let me know how many baby mothers I think Wayne has, right? Um, the game that Wayne is playing with Lauren, it's a dangerous game.
Mm-hmm.
But she's no different from the rest. And if you look at it, I think it's Sarah,
Mm-hmm.
Erica,
Mm-hmm.
um, who else? Amber, Tamara,
Imani.
Imani. I know, I know Lauren. Well, Lauren, I don't know if you call Lauren any yet, right?
Mm-hmm.
So five, and none of them get a ring. They all got the same played game.
Yeah.
So I don't understand why Lauren thinks that she's different. They always say a leopard never changes spots. So
Hi, Amanita.
Lauren here, I the love bomb that these rich men does, I would rather stay with a poor man. I won't, but I'm just saying, I'd rather stay with somebody that do a 9 to 5 because um the way how these rich men portray themselves and carry on with money, it's just crazy. And I guess that's what the lifestyle that Lauren lives. We'll just see how that works because we know that crazy guy Dan is not gonna, you know, let it stand. So we'll just see, you know.
Yeah.
So it's just that all the baby mothers that he has, and in all he has 10 children.
Mm-hmm.
So what does that say about one character? Can he change? Yes, he can change. But it's just weird. Again, Lauren is starting this thing on a deception thing. So
Mm-hmm.
when you start things on deception, it won't go anywhere because
Mm-mm.
she's playing games too.
Yeah, she is.
She's playing game with Wayne. So
Yeah.
therefore, because you playing game and him playing game, it's not gonna go anywhere.
Yeah.
You know?
True.
Yeah. So we'll see. We'll definitely see. But
Okay.
yeah. So
Okay, so
he
I
has
put a
five.
comment in the chat. I
Mm-hmm.
put a poll in the chat, right? So you
Mm-hmm.
remember when I think Eklin says, Sharon, I watched this skit over and over. This skit when Pierre was in the house and said, oh, Denisha can't clean.
Yeah.
And Anthony says that Denisha come to the house, and we were telling her, say, no, Denisha never come to the house. If Denisha come to the house, would have known. They would have showed it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, today now in this skit that I watched this morning with the audience, Angelina said something very, very interesting.
Mm-hmm. What she
And
said.
I think that was a nice little nugget. It's the same thing. I think that haven't shown that skit yet, but they're showing off this skit here again. They make another boo boo again.
Mm-hmm.
Here, yeah, let me see if I can. I really want to see if I can play it, but anyway,
What
you guys want to watch this skit with Angelina and Shayla. Want to remember what I tell you guys? She try on Amber wedding dress. Then she estayed Anthony. And then she told Anthony about Wayne. And then what did she do? Remember, we showed the video. I think I was the first one to remind people what happened. I showed the video of her telling Anthony about Amber, right? And then on top of it, what did they do? They she have a dream, and she dreamt that she kicked Amber out of that house. And then Anthony go have a dream that he's in the backyard with Shayla and Kai running up and down, and Shayla look like she's pregnant, right, in that dream. But Shayla always wanted to be inside Amber. Oh, she don't care if her best friend, that's her best friend husband, her best friend husband, and her best friend couldn't keep her mouth shut. And she tells her best friend every single thing. She couldn't even keep a secret. Her husband have a sexual fetish. And instead she kept that to herself. It looked like she even tell Shayla how she do it. You know what I mean? She couldn't even keep that to the next that stays in our bedroom. She tells Shayla everything. She just handed her husband in a platter, as I tell you guys, to Shayla. Till Shayla have the nerve to tell her at the restaurant, oh, you dropped the ball and you dropped the bag and I pick it up. You know what I mean? That was so hurtful for Shayla to say that to her. And Shayla doesn't care. She thinks what she did was acceptable. And the reason why Shayla is in her feelings, I bring it home now, guys. The reason why Shayla is in her feelings is because she always wanted to be in that house. And Denisha get to be in there. Wait until she finds out Denisha moving. She doesn't know that yet. Wait until Amber finds out Denisha moving. Wait until Amber and Shayla finds out Kai, not not his son Kai. We're just saying his son Kai right now because they're saying right now that Kai is his baby right now. Don't have his own bedroom. But Denisha that he just met 2 weeks ago, move into Amber's bedroom that Amber just got a month ago, right? And her belongings is not in the bedroom. I don't see it. And the photo of she and Anthony is not in the bedroom anymore. You find it, Terry?
Yes. Okay. So it's the 2 minutes and start from 2 minutes and 45 seconds in that.
Which one of the video?
So
The one that I had?
I can't see anything you put on the screen. I'm not sure what's going
All
on
right, then
here.
it no matter then. Just speak what it is.
It's the one, the second one where Angela talks to Anthony. His
Outside?
family better be, yes, his first priority. I'm trying to figure out what maybe the audience can tell me. Am I
Okay, I
missing
never showed that video.
I'm trying to figure out with the audience. Am I missing something here? Where is Angelina? What family is Angelina talking about? I am trying to figure out for the life of me. Can somebody tell me what family she's talking about? Because she's telling Anthony his family is the priority. Is this man
Shayla,
married to Shayla or is he married to Amber? I'm trying to
no,
figure
he
out.
married to Shayla, darling.
Oh my Lord.
He's married to Shayla. That woman has lost her cotton picking mind. She has lost her cotton
Jesus.
picking mind, I tell you.
I'm
She
telling
thinks
you
she's
this.
entitled
The,
to
the,
Anthony.
but
You
listen to
said she went outside to Anthony, right? Oh,
mhm.
yeah, there she is. And you said 2 minutes?
2 minutes and started from 2 minutes and 45 seconds. The audacity of her. The other day she said something, right?
Mm-hmm.
The audacity of this foxy woman says to what's Brody's girl? Pam said
Mm-hmm.
to her, I am the
2.40
wife.
seconds.
Yeah. She told Pam, I am the wife. I am the queen of this castle. Do you think you're gonna hit me off my castle? Off my crown? And she told Brody she's gonna take 90% of what Brody has. But
Mm-hmm.
therefore, you want Amber to get only 50%. You don't want even the 50% Amber to get. You's an evil lady. You evil. Because how you as a married woman want to stay on the top
Mm-hmm.
and then you want to cut another married woman down. How
Mm-hmm.
does that work?
That's exactly what I want to know.
That's
How does that
crazy.
work?
And
How
then
does
you
that work?
and then you have this delusional thing that your daughter and her son is a family to the married man. As bad as Anthony is with him and Amber, him still married to Amber. However, your daughter and her son cannot be his family. It cannot be. So
Mm.
I don't understand Angelina. She is one fly over the cuckoo's nest.
She's one fly over the cuckoo nest, all right.
Yeah, man,
She
she's
is
just
one fly over the cuckoo nest.
the total disrespect how she speaks to him. And but Anthony, him so soft, he's like a jelly bat. I love him, but him come like a jelly bat, man, dear Heavenly Father. I'm going to pray that them give him some form of backbone. Anthony needs some form of backbone, man.
Some form of a backbone. I don't run you. He needs more than backbone. He needs more than backbones. That man has lost his head.
Listen,
Yeah.
you see, any day, Anthony find out Kai is not his,
Mm-hmm.
it's going to knock Shayla the wind breath out of her, she and Angelina. I promise you, it's going to lick all three of them, the wind out of them. And I can't wait for that day. I can't wait for it because they're
Mm,
Angelina too much, man. She need to be cut down. She need to be
definitely.
cut down.
Definitely. You're absolutely right. So when I saw that skit this morning after the live, right? I says, my goodness, that woman speak the truth. It looks like she gave us a nugget, right? So it looks like the divorce is definitely going to happen unless Amber stop it, right? But let's see what happens because they are behaving like because Angelina, what she said in the video there, the other one, the first one, is that you're single. You're not wearing your wedding ring, you're single. You should be here as soon as Kai wake up. So she means to tell me that she want Anthony to move in the house that Iman and Shayla lives in. That's what
Exactly.
Angelina behave like.
That is exactly what she wants because now she realized she can't manipulate Iman.
No, she cannot, but she can manipulate Anthony.
She can't talk to Iman like how she talked to Anthony. So therefore, Iman is no value to her because
Mm-hmm.
she realized that Iman now go stand for the foolishness. So because she can talk to the jelly but oh my she can talk to Anthony Dalton the way how she talks to him, then she feel okay, he
So
should
why
be
you
the
change
man.
your mouth? Jelly back, man. Go back.
No, but himself.
Jelly back,
Oh
man.
God,
Yeah.
him so
Go on.
the, if the
Jelly
writers,
Batman. Mm-hmm.
if
The
the
baby
Tina,
puppy. The
and
pup.
let me
The pup.
is Tina online? I can't see. Is Tina online?
Yeah. Tina Young, yes.
Tina and my
And your
besties
bestie
online.
Nancy, yes.
All of you guys, please let us write to the writers to give Anthony some backbone. Please, I beg you. Please, because I can't take it anymore. I can't take it.
Say
I
welcome
can't.
in Stacy. Oh my dear. Oh. Yes, you are so right. He's a jelly Batman. You don't want to say it, but we will say it. Anthony is a jelly Batman, and that's why they're calling Dave the big dog. You remember that song when he walk out with
Oh
Anthony?
no, we're
Big
not gonna give me
dog
no
is on the
flashback.
scene.
No,
The
you're
big
not gonna give me no
dog is on
flashback.
the scene. Yes, the big dog is on the scene. Yeah, all right, guys. I have the video for you guys. Let's play the video. All right, we're just playing that few wedding women I want to go to with Denisha. My goodness, where's Anita there?
What wedding? What wedding?
Sanita, did I make she and Sanita and Tina and who else? And Eklund them were teasing. Let me see if Sanita in here. Was teasing me says they're gonna Sanita says Sharon, me and your guy wedding. And
Which
Dan,
wedding?
Denisha and Anthony are gonna get married. They were being so naughty this morning, I tell you.
Oh
Oh
no.
my goodness, our babies were very naughty. Yeah. So they said, me and her go Anthony and Denisha wedding. Can you believe it?
No, 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 not Anthony and Denisha wedding. You're going to
That's
the
what I was
renewal.
telling them. That they
No,
must behave themselves.
you're going to the renewal of vows. That's what we're going to, the renewal of vows.
Okay, you hear that, Eklund and everybody else? We're going to the renewal of their vows because God has to have a plan. God has to have a plan in this thing. Oh my goodness. Let me see here. No man, Angelina pass. You notice Shayla is just like her mother, and people love to blame Amber. Let's call a spade right now. People are blaming Amber that Amber said bird of a feather flock together. Amber teaches Shayla how to be like that. Shayla was always a man stealer from in middle school until she even grown and she still now here Anthony has to call her out on that. You remember, I think him finally said that everybody have to remind them that he did not remember that he was messing with Arby's woman. And you see, he mentioned it today because we keep on calling it out. And I was the first one I have to say, reminded people that Anthony was messing with Shayla when they were giving Amber a bad name. Says, no, no, she cheated with Wayne and whatever. And I say, yeah, she cheated with Wayne up to the man at the wedding. But Anthony was messing with a woman who have a man. And that's called Arby. Because nobody remember about Arby, but I do remember about Arby. Because Shayla was never still squeaky clean. And guess what happened? Today was the first day in Skitland. Anthony remember to call her out. Says you were messing with your best friend husband. Aren't you the pot calling the kettle black?
But I
Because
don't.
you were with a Arby when I was messing with you.
I don't even think that register.
No accountability.
May I go get my dress off of may I go call my tailor and get
Mm-hmm.
my dress made for
Mm-hmm.
and lose some weight for when the reunion come. If I even the fifth one, the renewal of vows, because
Renewal of vows. Okay,
yeah,
let me just put it in the chat. Who is
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
go to Amber's and Anthony renewal of vows? Let's put that in.
If I'm
Me
me
thought
one
me
of
did
the
post
guests,
something before. I guess I didn't poll it. Me never put in a
mm,
poll, guys. No look like me put in a poll.
Tina, Tina coming with me, Nancy B coming, Arrow, Eslin, all of the family chat coming with me. So we can carpool
Yes.
because
No, we're gonna get a bus. We're gonna get a bus. What are those big bus? Those great on bus. Mm. Don't tell me see you drop off again, Terrian.
No, I'm here. I'm here.
Read some comments for me, please. Meantime, I think of what I'm
Okay.
polling.
Where you stop?
Anywhere, I haven't started yet, so you can start
Okay.
anywhere.
All right.
Susan
So,
says she gonna be here.
oh
Susan
yeah.
says she gonna be here with you,
Okay.
Terry.
All
It's
right.
gonna be one of those big gray on bus guys.
Yeah. We definitely gonna get that bus because we heading out. Okay. So I'm gonna start at 7 o'clock. So, um, Tina said Angelina is delusional and Shayla is delusional. For real, they both are delusional. Sabrina said Angelina wants Anthony to marry Shayla, and that will never happen. Angelina is still pushing that Shayla and Kai are the family because of Kai. And we know, Marian, that Kai, for some reason, we gonna find out that Kai is not Anthony's. I don't know how they're gonna do it, but I still don't believe that Kai is Anthony. I really don't.
The
Um,
whole world don't believe that.
Rolanda says Shayla and Kai is the family. Anthony never corrected them or stopped them from using family. And that's the truth. And for the very long time, I'm saying why. Hold on one second. Hold on.
Okay. Okay. I thought I did put something in the chat, but I guess I did not. I
Yeah.
thought I did.
So marital problems. Stacy said she's so mad at Tamara because she didn't tell her about Denisha. And I don't understand why does Anthony life has anything to do with her?
Never.
Because she's with Iman. So why you worrying over the next door house? Come on, worry about Iman. Rolanda said Angelina is double standard. True. Stacy said Gigi, yes. Stacy said Woody needs karma. Hmm. Amen. Tina said, Angelina is evil. Her ways are so evil. It's unbelievable. As a mother, it's just really, really terrible. Evelina is a snake. Nancy B said, for sure. And Stacy says, Sabrina, yes. Gigi says Angelina is evil, and Anthony can't see that Shayla started her evil plans by getting pregnant, but Angelina is directing it because all about Anthony's money. That's true. And I can't
Mm-hmm.
wait until Angelina find out what Shayla did to get
Mm-hmm.
Kai. I can't wait for that.
She wouldn't care. She would not care, Carrie. She would not care one iota. And Angela says, after Daltons get slammed around by Dave's family and ex-girlfriend Denisha Robin Anthony sending him to the hospital, we will see a reconciliation of the Daltons. Do you agree with that, Terry? I think I like this scenario. Let me see if I can find it to put on the screen. I really like that scenario, honestly.
What time?
I don't know. It's on the. It's in YouTube, so I do not know what time. YouTube don't have a time. I just look for Angela C comment. I'm just scrolling down inside here to see if I can find it. Hi dear Susan, welcome in. The doll. Okay, here I found it. It's on the screen. I think I need a theme song for this channel. After the Daltons get slammed around by Dave's family and ex-girlfriend, Denisha Rob Anthony sending him to the hospital, we will see a reconciliation of the Daltons. That means they will reconcile. I think I like this
Reconcile.
one.
But why do
Mhm.
y'all want to see Anthony in the hospital? Why? He
Because we
can,
think if he get in the hospital and cripple
why?
and cannot
Why?
walk,
No,
then
no.
it will, and no, you know what? I hope they do it like the mad.
N-
The,
No, we don't want to
remember
see him in
that
the
movie
hospital.
that
No,
Shamir Moore and that girl? I think it's a Tyler Perry movie, right?
I don't want to see him in the hospital. I
And
really don't.
that husband was so horrible to her. I can't remember what her name is in real life and what the character name was. And boy, when she had to take care of him, she brought him home in that wheelchair and he was so mean. And she whooped that man. Oh Lord, that's what Anthony needs. No, seriously, for him to learn. Oh my God, that husband door so bad. Oh, anybody remember the name of that movie? Let me know. I don't remember the name of the movie, but that's one of my favorite. I love it. And I love the one when Angela Bassett and Whitney Houston starring. Oh yes, I love that one too. May Whitney rest in peace. That girl was my girl, you know. Saving all my love for you. You know, your sure cannot sing. She cannot sing. So Susan says, Stacy, what does that tell you? Okay, so what Stacy said? Look at me. Go see what Stacy saying. Okay, so Miss Stacy says, Susan, I was so mad at Amber for calling and why? She wanted to hear her husband's voice. Come on now. I tell you guys, God is not done with those two. And then Tina says the writers need to be fired. Oh boy, they're not firing them. Wayne love his writers. Babe yourself. Baby mama don't need to know anything. Exactly. And Shayla, you notice Shayla is so entitled, guys. She never told Anthony about Iman when she was seeing Iman. Anthony has to come over there to see Iman. You remember? But now he's seeing Denisha and it's a big deal. She's in her feelings because why? Shayla always want to be in that mansion. And Karma is the bee. I tell you guys, Karma is the bee. What happened? Shayla is still on the outside looking in because remember when she used to drop off Guy at the door? When Anthony go back to Amber and she have to drop off Guy, what happened? Every time she leave, you see she just looking back at the mansion. She gonna continue looking because she will not be Mrs. Anthony Dalton. Oh my God. And you know, I am not sorry to say this, but Amber and Anthony Dalton, I think, will be become they were gonna have, as Terry says, more renewals coming up soon. So last week when I tried on this stuff, seriously, or was it 2 weeks ago? I couldn't fit in this stuff. And this morning I put it on, I was able to. And guys, I am scared to stand up in the YouTube street to show you guys because I have girls, you know what I mean? And I tell you, the top is topping, I tell you. But that means I need to put a button here, so yes. And I go eat some food, and the kids then bake some cookies, and I was eating that. Should I be eating cookie? Definitely not. And I was eating some marshmallow. That's my favorite. Oh, should I be eating that? Mm-mm. And I give Momo the dog some marshmallows and some chicken because they make some barbecue chicken. I was doing too much. But anyway, Shayla always want to be inside, that's out, and become Mrs. Anthony Dalton. And that is Shayla's karma. She cannot become Mrs. Anthony Dalton because karma is a bee and it's biting her in the butt. And
She ain't never gonna be Mrs. Dalton, that's for sure.
exactly, for sure.
Never.
And anybody is going to be Mrs. Dalton is going to be the same Mrs. Dalton that called her husband last night for
Of
them to
course.
take a little round at see
Of
which
course.
one can do it better. And Coco said it best, guys. What did Coco say, guys? They are running a competition. They want to see, they're always in competition with each other. See which one win, outwin the other one. Let's, they're running, you know what I mean? That's all.
I'm gonna
And
give
they're
me a
running.
nice gown. I'm gonna
Yeah,
give
yeah, she
me
says,
a
no,
nice gown.
yeah, that's what they're doing. They're running a
Mm.
competition between each other to see. But you know what? Amber needs to stop doing that. Amber needs to slow down. If he has to be the head of the house, old, she has to learn to make the man lead. And if she and Anthony doesn't end up together and she's with Dave, because you guys love your Dave, so let me put it that other way because it
Um,
can go that way too.
Ash,
Amber
Ash,
has to know how to lead. But what she's doing wrong right now, guys, Amber is behaving very she doesn't have any self-esteem. She just, you know what I mean? Me not like that. Me not like that. Mm-mm. I want
listen,
her to act the same way how she acting with Anthony, but she wants sympathy from this. That's what me I said. This is my opinion because
can I
Amber behave like says she not have no sense the blouse and skirt. That's the only way me can put it. And she
listen?
want big bad dog there, the big bad dog, to
I,
come and protect the little to protect his princess. You know what I mean? The king, the Lion King. Me know that them are call him when they says big, but we're not saying it in a rude way or anything. They call him a dog because he's big, and they call him Anthony a pup. So what I'm gonna call Dave now the king, and she's the princess, and the king is going to save the princess from herself. You know what I mean? So that's why she's playing like so she can't defend herself. Oh please, if you ever look.
Sharon,
Mm?
I want to address Eklin.
Mm-hmm.
Eklin says, Sharon, please accept the divorce. Terian, accept the divorce. Eklin, can you accept the renewal? Eklin, please accept the renewal, please.
Accept the renewal, Eklin.
Accept the renewal, please. Just accept that.
Guys, just remember to buy your a box of a pack of tissues because you guys gonna need it. All who's saying that Amber is gonna marry Dave, make sure you guys buy that tissue because Charmaine and Terrian and I will be going to have our renewals for the Dalton because when God has a plan and He is working it out for them, they have to
Allah.
go through the storm right now. And there is like
Bestie said, please accept the divorce. Bestie, uh, Bestie, please accept the renewal, please.
oh
Mhm.
my God.
Listen,
I'm just having fun with you guys. But
Any
it can
two
go the other way too. They could get the divorce and their rekindles and have
and the
actually.
week. All right, all right. I'm not going to settle.
Hmm.
I'm not going to settle. I'm going to stand on the daughter's renewal. But
Okay.
however, I can see where they separate
Hmm.
and learn that the grass is not greener on the
Yes.
other side. I can see them writing it that way,
Hmm.
that it's not greener on the
On
other
the
side.
other side.
Anthony
I
knows
want them to
learn
write it that way.
from that, and Amber learns from that. But
Yeah.
however, nobody can tell me otherwise that Amber doesn't love Anthony. I don't care what nobody says.
I know she
She
does love her husband, and he does love
listen,
her
the
because
two of
the two
them.
of them, even last night, if the people then go back and watch that skit, right? She says, "My man, my man." You know, she loves to say, "My man." Keep your mouth out of your mouth when you're talking about my man. Like say she don't talk about him to Ernestine. Oh my goodness, that is something else. All right, guys. So let me say something. And Sabrina says, I'm just watching On Defense with Charmaine with our popcorn. I know Sabrina. You
Sabrina, you have to come off. You is either you
no, she and Charmaine, yeah, they cheated, Terrian. They are cheating.
listen.
They
I
will
ain't
come
coming up.
off when they see Amber and Anthony get back together.
Listen, I ain't coming off it. I am not
I'm not
coming
going
off.
on defense.
No, no, no. I'm not going on the fence. My yay is my yay. That's
Exactly. We
it.
have to stand for something.
If I'm gonna stick with you, I'm gonna stick with you through the good
Exactly.
and the bad. I ain't gonna throw you off the ship, right? But I'm gonna stick with you through the bad. You're gonna work through your process. Amber gonna work through our process. You see, who don't like Amber is going to turn around and like her, and who don't like Anthony is going to turn around and like him. Listen, on a heart going to be touched.
Definitely. The
Listen,
heart gonna be
on a
touched, Terry.
heart is going to have a heart of compassion towards those two.
Oh no, everybody likes Amber. You mean they aren't gonna change for
No,
Anthony?
some people don't like Amber, and I'm telling you, their heart is going to change. Remember Terry and Teluna and Sharon's review. So the
Hmm.
heart is going to have
The
a
touch.
heart of compassion when it comes to him. Dave, you're not going sorry for Dave, you're not going sorry for Denisha, but you're not going have a different compassion when it comes to Anthony and Amber. I
Watch the chat,
promise you.
Terry. Terry,
Me
watch the
can't.
chat. Terry, watch the chat. All right, so we can get up to date with the chat here. So here, Terry and Branda says that is the only way Anthony can be forced to listen. Hopefully, he will be whooped by inner spirit and have a Saul experience. I like that, Terry. I meant Randa. That is for Terry. Eklund says Lauren has lost her mind. Wayne doesn't put anyone in his home like that. His children are there. Oh, she thinks that Wayne gonna move her in. Okay, I guess. All right. Somebody watch that skit. Let me know. We can speak on it
He ain't
because
putting
she's
her.
hiding. She's
Mm-mm.
hiding from. She's
She's hiding
hiding.
from Dan.
Yeah, she's hiding from
Yeah,
Dan.
she went out, and then her and a friend went out, and she's hiding from Dan.
Yeah, she's
Um.
at the hotel Wednesday.
hmm But you see me, I ain't gonna let nobody run. That's why you don't play with when you play with fire, you
Yeah,
get
get
burned.
burned.
And that's what she did. She played with the man and take the gifts and take this. And now when you see that he's once fly over the cuckoo nest, now you're running. You play with fire, you get burned. Don't play with
Definitely.
it.
And what I don't like too is that he gave her 40,000. She cut him out of 40,000. And now he's telling her, I have nowhere to go. Can you help me? And she's not doing that. The same
hmm
thing, people have to remember what goes around comes around. That's what people has to remember. She asked Wayne to stay with him in Atlanta. LOL. She did what did Wayne say?
I don't know. No, she got nerve. You ain't gonna put her
Wayne
nowhere.
really sent her that message in the sky. Yes, he did. Wayne put a plane up in the sky. Terry, take a look. Tina send you a plane in the sky. She sent you a plane. So we are gonna
Listen,
get a plane for the wedding in the
for the
Bahamas
wedding.
or in Paris with the
Oh yeah,
Daltons.
yeah, yeah,
No
yeah.
chemistry between. Sorry.
Go
Go
ahead.
Terry.
Mm-mm.
Okay,
Go ahead.
Susan says no chemistry between Anthony and Denisha. Boring. Anthony Adalton works best with Amber Ty as main character. Denisha is not a main character. Thank you, dear darling. We love that, Suzette. And Gigi says, oh, agree. Wayne needs to put Jesus back in the skits. Well, they put this Jesus back in the skit for the Daltons because the mother have some nice word. Did you get to watch that skit, Gigi?
Gigi.
Did you watch this? Gigi, please. Let me see.
Mother, the mother
Hold on.
give the mother gave her some real serious words of wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing about it, I didn't see anybody comes to Anthony. All right, let me ask the chat.
Mm-hmm.
Since Dave mother was the word of wisdom
Oh, yes. May I have treating to ask?
to
Yeah.
Amber from a godly aspect,
Mm-hmm.
do you think Wayne is the word of wisdom to Anthony? Because some of the stuff that he says to him is in line and some is kind of off. But, um, I want Anthony to get the person too that will really let him know that you are definitely out of line. Because Anthony is seriously out of line with him, his moving Denisha in and in Kai room and all of that. I don't say, okay, well, I'm not agreeing with any of the behavior. However, if you are doing that, don't bring that in the home. Leave that outside. uh your marital home is a sanctuary,
Mm-hmm.
and bringing that kind of mess in your sanctuary, they would have to get rid of that house to start afresh when the reunion comes. It will have to start afresh. Listen.
Hi, dear Eklund. Eklund is on the stage with us.
Eklin.
Sharon, I just
Mm-hmm.
come to tell Terran, listen to me. I care about you. I care about you deeply. Last night, when Amber called Anthony, Amber said, mediation is happening soon. That is the first time Amber ever
You're
mentioned
breaking up.
mediation
I'm
or
not
court
hearing you.
before. You know, you hearing me?
No,
That's the
I'm
first
getting a
time.
feedback.
You hearing now? That's the first time she has ever mentioned mediation or court to Anthony. So
Hmm.
that's why I'm telling you, mediation is happening this week. So get ready.
Yeah. I
Get
will. I
ready.
will. I'll be ready for anything that comes. I'm ready for anything that comes, Eklin. But until
I,
then, I'm still holding on that there's going to be a reunion. Listen,
but
anything
Syrian, God
can
has a
change.
plan. Could be for them to be divorced and for them to get their individual healing and they will come back together healed. Why you want to see the back and forth of them fighting
So
with each
no,
other
no,
and
no, no, no,
disrespecting
no.
each
So
other?
no. Okay. So why does it has to take a divorce for it to heal and come back together?
Because last year they tried it with them being married and it didn't work out. Hence why we're back to that divorce again. It didn't work out.
Did
But
they?
they're not
Did
having
Anthony
a
they?
didn't learn
divorce,
his
But the
Eklund.
lesson. Amber
difference,
didn't learn her lesson.
I'm
They
not here.
tried it
The
last year, so
difference
now they're doing
between
a different thing
no, no,
now.
no.
They're using a different approach. They're going to get them divorced.
All right, it's a different no from last year.
They need
Last
therapy.
year,
They both need therapy.
they do need it.
Right.
But they're gonna
They
get it.
both,
Oh,
they
wait.
both.
Wait, guys. Eklund, and this is for, sorry to cut you off. Eklund and Terrian. So Amber gets 3 warning, right?
Uh
Courtesy. This is for Charmaine gave me these, so I'm telling you guys, I'm not taking credit for them. I'm giving it to her. Charmaine says Amber get 3 warning. One from her dad, one from Dave mom about her behavior, and one from who else? It was three warning. Amber warning from her father, Dave, about her baby. And Wayne, yes. So she got three warning. So she get one from her dad, one from Wayne, her dad, and then Dave's mother. And then what did she do? She run back to LA, to Atlanta. And then Wayne gave Anthony a warning, and Coco tell Anthony. So Wayne warning was it worth it? Coco said to him, says he needs healing. And of course we don't like Angelina. Angelina says he needs therapy. So there are three warnings. So you know what, guys? They're not gonna get a divorce. You know why? I just realized, you remember what's her name, friend? Candace friend? Liz? Liz said she and her husband was separated for a while. So I think this is gonna be Amber and Anthony has to live with their significant others. That means Amber and what's his name is gonna continue shacking up, and Anthony and Denisha is gonna continue shacking up. So they're eventually gonna get back on the even playing field for God as the plan for the redemption, the restitution, the power of
Hmm.
forgiveness, and the vow renewals. What do you think, Eklund and Darian? Oh, I think we have error in the house too. Hold on there. The error is in the house. Oh, let me just place her on this stage. Hi, error, you're in the house. Oh, we lose Terry, and Terry will come back up. Hi, error. I guess error not working. Hi, dear Eklund, are you working? Or are you not working either? Can you hear me? Okay. Gigi, Gigi, please, I'm begging you. You don't have to come on camera, as you can see the other ladies. And you know what, Susan, if you can come up here, that would be nice because you are not scared of the camera. Tina refused to come up. Gigi refused to come up. Wait, Goddess, you in the thing there? It sounds like crickets. Yes, it sounds like cricket. Okay, Terry. Does Terry come back up? All right. And then we have Stacy. I'm calling you guys. Then there is Kenyatta. Let me see what Kenyatta says. The Amber and Anthony storyline is teaching women to accept anything. This isn't the 1940. Kenyatta, would you like to come up? Please click on the link. It's in the chat. I'd love to hear your take. And yes, it is not the 1940s, but guess what? God has a plan. Hi, beautiful.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Listening to all of the conversation and seeing the comments.
Yeah. Well, we
Yeah.
are trying to make it fun. You know what I mean?
And that's
Because
great.
if God has a plan, it has to work. A lot of the audience not seeing. I know we're not writing this skit or whatever, and we are speaking of what we're seeing, right? So if God has a plan, we know why that person don't go and turn off their car. With the sorry about that thing there. So if God has a plan, I'm saying, right? And
Hmm.
they are gearing because a lot of people says Jesus is not popping in this skit. Jesus is actually popping in this skit
Yeah.
because it is showing us they're separated. If you guys look, Amber is living with Dave,
Hmm.
and Denisha is living with Anthony.
Hmm.
And remember, a lot of people said they wanted to see how Liz and her husband was separated for a while. And then
Hmm.
what happened? They didn't get a divorce and he reproposed to her. So that's exactly what I think is
Right.
gonna happen with Anthony and
Yeah.
Amber. So God do as a plan for Mr. and Mrs. Dalton. And you know what, Suzette? We need to get our dress ready. I have to go and we have to
Well,
get on.
yeah. I would love to see that. But you know what? Yes, God does definitely has a plan. But what I keep as far as remembering with Amber
Mhm.
and Dave is that not two people, but the word has gone forth that God will not give you a married woman.
Exactly.
They know that. They've been told that. They know that. So that's the nugget there of the word of God. That he's
Exactly.
not gonna do that. I don't care how they say, oh, he did this. And also last night,
Mm-hmm.
there's no reason for Miss Amber Ty Dalton to call Anthony Dalton.
Exactly.
Coca, I'm convinced. I know people were upset with Coca because you didn't know where she was going, and it seems like she's supporting her nephew, which she should. That is her blood. That is her nephew. But
Mm-hmm.
she also gave him words of wisdom that he needs to get himself together before he starts into another relationship. But he's disregarding that,
Exactly.
just like Amber. Mirror
Mm-hmm.
images.
Mm-hmm.
But what I found, I tried to listen to look at her actions, in the back. She was all for Anthony. She's like, oh, she shouldn't get 50%, blah, blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah. Then she goes sneak on the front porch and call Amber. So
Exactly.
why did she call Amber? Because she knew that once Amber found out that she seemed to like sort of like Denisha, or she was like bragging about Denisha, but throwing shade. If you noticed that, she was throwing shade
Yeah, she
about
was.
Denisha.
She
So
was.
she's not fully really impressed with her. She's impressed with her cooking. She told
Yeah.
Amber that for a reason because she knows
Mm-hmm.
Amber. She knows Anthony and she knows Amber from her relationship with her. She's learned to understand Amber.
Mm-hmm.
That's why she told Amber that. And when Amber was saying, "Oh, I don't blah blah blah," she knew she was that her whole point was for her to call Anthony. But did you notice I was trying to figure out what Coco was saying? She was mumbling something at the end about, yeah, that big fish, they gonna have to get out or something she said.
Errol, I won't be able to put you on the screen no matter how I try, it's not working. All right. So what I'm here saying now is this. You're right. So Angela, see, I hope you hear me. The video that when Coco called.
Amber.
Oh, she says, "Oh, in the world did they allow to fall in love with Denisha? Fish song was sprinkled with that voodoo."
Oh, who said that? Wasn't Coca saying that? I know. That was
Oh yeah, Coco did mention that. So Angela, see, that's what she said at the end of that video when she called Amber. She said yes. That's what she said at the end.
she said what? What was it?
Okay, so Angela says, "How in the world did they allow to fall in love with Denisha fish sandwich sprinkled with that voodoo?"
Oh, with that voodoo. Okay, okay. Because I was wondering what she said. I
I
couldn't.
heard that and I says, I wasn't sure, but I really one thing with me, I love to show you guys the videos, but now there is new rules inside
I
here.
know. I was on Auntie
Yeah,
Riri's and she was talking, but I think to answer your question, I think they will need to both will need to see that the grass is not greener on the other side.
yeah,
I think with Anthony, he's doing all this stuff for Denisha. I really think Denisha's father is gonna be coming into the picture.
yeah,
He's going to see the real Denisha because she thinks that she's gotten him hooked, which she sorta. I
yeah.
mean, but
We
she's
saw
going to
that.
show her true self that she is a scammer. She really is. And I think that with Dave, I think Dave is going to be with his ex-girlfriend
Mm-hmm.
because there's still something there between the two
Mm-hmm.
of them. There really is. There's still something there between the two of them. And I think that's what's going to cause Amber to either pull away or my crazy theory that I had
That she
around
wanna put them in bed together.
no, that, but at 4 o'clock this morning, I started thinking, like, wouldn't it be crazy after that conversation with Anthony and Amber last night? Because O'Neill said he'd alluded to, oh, they might be crossing the line last night.
Yes, they will be
So
crossing the line.
I'm wondering, wouldn't it be wild if the two of them
You mean
started
Anthony
up,
and Amber? I
started
was
cheating
thinking
around
this
on their
here at
significant
4:30
others?
this morning. Oh my goodness, Susan, I
That
was
would be
lying in
a
my
plot
bed.
twist of a plot twist if the husband and wife started cheating with each
Each
other
other.
on their significant others.
I was saying this morning, right? I was up and I was lying down in the bed and I says, I wonder when they're going to let Amber and Anthony cross the line so there won't be a divorce.
It's
And you
coming.
said you
It's
were
coming.
up doing the same thing. Because for some reason I just have a feeling that is coming because I think, Charmin is onto something. I think there's gonna be a pregnancy
Mm-hmm.
coming.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not writing the story because I know all you guys get
And it
anal
won't
on
be
here.
Denisha and Anthony as a lot of some people want it to be. It
No,
won't
no,
be
it will
Denisha
be
and Anthony.
Amber,
But I think it's gonna
and there
I
is
think that
reason for
too.
that.
And that would be wild. That would just blow this whole story. Like, because as I said, I don't think if you look at the numbers and you look at the monies that I could imagine that Wayne is bringing in, the Daltons are like the flagship of KW. They
Yeah,
really are, whether people like it or not. They
yeah, they are.
are. And this man makes a lot of money off of them when Anthony and Amber, they have scenes together. If you look at their numbers, most of the times they're way up there, and that's how the money, that's what they get the
Yeah,
money. So they're not gonna mess with that. They
yeah,
may like give you us twists and turns and all of that stuff, but I think at the end of the day, I don't think they're going to either not divorce this couple or they may separate and then but I think that crazy theory about them cheating on with each other is a plausible theory.
yeah.
Hmm.
Definitely. I think they will get back together some, or because since they're saying God has that plan and they make sure because they see that people are not watching. So that is why I said I know it's hard. You guys have to watch it so that way the actors them can still make their money. And
Right.
then we the reviewers and you guys can get to review and speak on it. We know
Right.
just keep in mind it's entertainment at the
Right.
end of the day. So right now divorce, I think we write something down. Maybe I try find it. Some people esteem divorce and some people want karma.
You know
And
what?
which one is more important? The divorce or Shayla get her karma? Which is it? Or Anthony get his karma? Because Anthony is living in his karma right now.
He's
Because poor
living in his karma.
Anthony is mentally gone.
Yes.
He is mentally not there because he hasn't even stopped to think what he's doing, but subconsciously, if you guys really see, he prayed to God. He says, God, I put you first. And then I put Denisha. Because he knows subconsciously he never did that with Amber. It was always work.
But he's
Work,
still out of
work,
order.
work.
He's still out of order. Denisha is not his wife.
Exactly.
So
Denisha is
he's
not
still
his
out of
wife.
order. It should be, it still should be God and Amber and Kai.
Exactly.
That's what it should be.
And for that marriage to work, I think they have to make sure that they settle the score and just let the viewers know because they show us the evidence that
Hmm.
Kai is not for Anthony. Because why would they show us Angelina stooping, going down on the wall when Shayla says Anthony wants another DNA test?
Everyone
Why?
remembers that.
Because that was a nugget and they haven't played that card yet, but it is coming, I think. And
It's
then when
coming.
Shayla come to she was looking at a paper. When she saw Shayla, she wrap it up and put it into her bag.
Hmm.
So at the end of the day, those are nuggets. And when Anthony get that email or whatever it was, we saw it says the wrong date on it. And they zoom in, the cameraman zoom in for us to see it.
Hmm.
So if they finally put it to rest that Kai is not for Anthony, I think Amber will have Shayla out her life. You think Shayla, even when Amber find it, you think Shayla is gonna be out of her life or Shayla gonna be in her life? Because it looked like Amber, for some reason, Amber is just
You know why?
beholden to Shayla.
You know why? Because it's just like she considered Shayla her sister, not just a friend. And it's
That's what
just
I
like it's
said.
very hard, no matter how we may get upset with our siblings. We may not talk for a little while, some people,
Right.
but that bond is still always there.
There.
And I think that she and Shayla will always have a bond because they were like sisters. But I
Exactly.
don't know what made, I just can't, I don't know. Amber will, she just has to just try to break it, but because she does not need to be friends with Shayla.
No,
Shayla,
she
I was
doesn't.
looking at some of the old skits, and Shayla was not not really Shayla hasn't been her friend for a long time.
And at first she was her friend, right?
At first she was, yes, but
Remember, I show you guys the video that when Amber says when Anthony was making love to her flesh.
Mhm.
It was her soul. And like
Right.
when God opened up the sky, he just dropped Anthony in her lap. And then now, Shayla was her friend then. So is it, when did she think? When did Shayla start to think that, start to fall in love, be jealous of Amber? Is it when she see how kind of man Anthony was and she wants somebody like that for herself because Amber was messing with Wayne because Shayla used to say to Wayne, to Amber, you can't be doing that to Anthony. He
Right.
doesn't deserve that. Shayla
Mhm.
used to be the voice of reason. When
Mhm.
did she change from being the voice of reason to say, you know what? You don't appreciate Anthony. I'm gonna take him off your hand. And Shayla snap. I think that was when she decided, says, you know what? I'm taking Anthony from her. And I think the reason why she did that, in my opinion, is because she wanted what Amber has, because Amber always taking her out. Amber always paying for the spa, the shopping, the food, everything. And then Amber went and tell her what Anthony's secret was in the bedroom, what he does is like a fetish. That was the wrong
That
thing.
was that was as being definitely a silly woman. You never tell another woman what you and your husband are doing.
And you can't even tell the other woman that
You can't.
you have a donkey length. You know
Yeah,
what I
you
mean? You
don't do
can't
that.
tell
You
them
don't
that
do
your
that.
husband have a donkey leg because they're gonna get jealous. And some of them, every time the man want, you remember like what Rolanda was doing when Natasha told Rolanda, "Oh, Charles have a DD hell." So every
Right.
time Rolanda see him, she there looking, and she
She
and says, "Did
looking.
he take you
Right.
for a test, right?" You don't do things like that, and they're
Mm-mm.
teaching us, so you can't be doing that. You know what I mean? Those are the teachable moments. Says you have to keep whatever happening in the bedroom, stay in the bedroom. But
That's right.
sometimes we girls, we like to talk, but you don't need to be so open and honest. If you need, you know what I mean, you
Mhm.
can't. Because other
Mhm.
people, you may think it's your friend, but they're not your friend.
Mhm.
They're
Mhm.
jealous of, look, if you buy a house. You buy a house, you have a
Yep. Yep.
housewarming, you and them a friend, they're your co-worker, they come to your house. When you go back to work, nobody like you anymore. It's either
Mhm.
you get demoted or you don't work there anymore. And I always say to people, as long as you have credit in this world, you can
Mhm.
buy a house, you can buy a car, you can get anything as long as your credit is up to par. You can
Right.
have anything
Mhm.
anybody has. You know
Mhm.
what I mean? And
Yep.
you don't need to be jealous. And I remember once, I have a friend from Nova Scotia, right?
Mhm.
She's a different ethnicity than me, right? And she always invite me to her house and I go, right? And then one day, no, when I bought this, and I think we just got the grass down, and I came in and I invite her over because I felt bad. She always invited me, so I thought everything was good.
Mhm.
And she came, and ever since she came to my house, and I go back to work, she started to act funny, and I didn't understand why. Until years later. Even my perfume, she'll tell me, oh, my perfume smell rancid and whatever. Till me start to be self-conscious. Me have to go and switch up my perfume and get Dolce Gabbana. And you know what I mean? Me have to
Mhm.
get some nice scent. And
Mhm.
then she just faded away. And then I learned then that I'm not supposed to invite anybody that I work with to my house because whenever they come, I notice it's just different.
It is. It is. Yeah. Yeah. I'm real careful about who comes over to my house. It's you do yeah because people are some people are just jealous even and people should be happy for you if you're doing well. That
Exactly.
means that hey, one day if I'm not doing as well, I may get there too. So
Exactly.
yeah,
And you will be happy for them. You know what I mean?
right, right.
I have a friend that always have our car always broken down, you know what I mean? And one day I look at her and I says, don't you worry. God is going to let you get a new vehicle, not to worry. And she
Mhm,
said, Share my
mhm,
credit is so horrible. Me says, God, me says, stop saying that. God is going to
mhm.
let you get a new ride. And so and behold, she got a new ride eventually. And
Mm-hmm.
once she got it, I says, I'm so happy for you. Remember, I told you that you were going to, God was going to get you. Nope, I don't remember you saying that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh
Well,
my God. Mm. She's my acquaintance. No, but anyway, you know what I mean? But it
mm,
is what it is, you know? So people just don't like to see. They will just smile with you, Suzette, and then you will think that you
oh
and them
yeah.
is friends, and you will be a genuine friend, and you will
Mm-hmm.
want the best for them. Look at Honeypot. Honeypot want the best for Denisha, but Denisha is thinking that Honeypot is feeling jealous because she doesn't have a rich man anymore, you know. And
But little
I,
does she know, Honey
I
Pot can
know
get any man, another rich man, just like
exactly,
Amber. Little does she know.
exactly. And people do not understand that. Says, you know.
Mm-hmm.
She just want the best. And Denisha, I didn't like the fact that Denisha keep on telling her, oh, I got a pay cut. So if I get a pay cut, I have to do what I want to do. She don't have to be like that. You know what I mean?
But that shows what her character is. That shows just like you start you talk about nuggets, but you start looking at what people say and act. And
Mhm.
I know people want to give Denisha the benefit of a doubt, but she's showing her true self. Denisha is a
Yeah,
scammer. And she's looking at Anthony as okay, I hit the jackpot. She doesn't care that this man is still married. To her, it probably doesn't. She probably doesn't care how long the divorce will take, as long as he gives her money and takes care of her. Seriously, think
yeah,
about it. I don't think her goal, like, she has a, I don't know if it's eventually she thinks she's going to be Mrs. Dalton. I don't know if that's what she is really thinking, or if she's saying, I'm in the moment, I'm getting he's taking care of me, I'm getting a bag. That's what I care about. I'm taking care of my son for now.
mhm,
I don't, because if the goal was, I want to be Mrs. Dalton, then she start maybe saying something about, when is the divorce going to be and all that stuff. She knows not to do that. And
I
just like
know.
Coca said, she's temporary. She's not
Yeah,
gonna
she's
last
temporary.
long
Yeah,
because
and I
she's not
yeah,
wife material. No matter
no,
what people say, she is not. Anthony is even though he's having a mental crisis, midlife
yeah,
crisis, or whatever he's having,
yeah,
he knows that as a businessman, which he really is, he values his reputation and all that stuff. No way would he have someone like Denisha, even though she's beautiful, but she doesn't carry herself as a woman, and I keep as a woman of class. And
yeah.
that's
It's
that's
true.
that's that's someone like Piori and stuff. They can Piori, she dresses seductively, but she could be a woman of class. She's a woman. She
Yeah,
she knows her worth.
yeah.
Denisha is different. Denise is different. So I don't see that's going to be temporary, but I think she's going to get whatever she can out of him. She
Hmm.
she knows that he wants a submissive person, but she also knows that she needs to push back a little bit. She's doing just enough that he's like, oh, she's the perfect person for me.
Yeah,
She's taking care of me, even though he's talking about she's talking about he's the king. He's all that. Amber told him all that stuff.
yeah.
Just
That's
like
the reason
Amber,
why
I get
she
mad at
knows
her
that.
with Dave with these
Yeah,
stupid flowers. In some of the skits, if you guys go back and look at those skits, Anthony did a lot of stuff for
of course
Amber's
I do.
romantic stuff that was way would blow what Dave did. At least
Exactly,
Anthony,
but people
someone
don't
said it
remember that.
right.
People
At
don't
least
remember
at
that.
least Anthony did it on his own. He personally did stuff. Dave had his friend's wife do that for
Yeah,
him. And then Amber says, "Oh, I've never had this before." She's lying. I mean, she's become a habitual liar. Unfortunately, our
yeah, she
girl has
has, she
become a
has, she
habitual
has.
liar.
Yeah,
Anthony
she
used to
has.
do that stuff for
And she
her,
not taking no accountability.
right?
Look
So
what she
that's
run
why
from anyway.
I'm not impressed by what Dave is doing.
Neither me.
I'm
I'm
not
not
impressed at
impressed
all.
one bit. But a lot of people don't remember. And they have to remember the reason why they never went on to the honeymoon is because Anthony didn't have the money, and
He
it
didn't
was
have the money.
Shayla's idea. Says take Amber on the business trip and let everybody pay for that business trip, and that's how they were able to go because Anthony was
Mhm.
broke,
Right.
and
And
people
didn't
keep
tell
on
her. He
and say,
should have told
"Oh," and the reason why he didn't even have a prenuptial agreement, she didn't sign it because he didn't have any money. She gave him his financial. He knows Amber's had money
her.
when she came in. Here she always
Mhm.
telling him, I have my own. And Anthony knows that, but she doesn't have the depth of what he had. Plus, he lied
Right,
that he
exactly.
have 30 million when he comes into town. He did not have that. How come you can
Mm-mm.
have 30 million and then they said he lost it in the stock market? So it is what it is, right?
Yeah, it's what it is, and we'll see. We'll see how the writers do this. I just today, I'll be honest with you. I just said I don't too much like the Anthony and Denisha together, so I don't like to see them
Yeah,
together because to me they're very boring. I'll just be honest; they're
yeah,
very boring, and I just can't. It's just nothing there. But I did, you're supposed to do the 5 seconds or whatever, so at least they can
yeah.
get the clip.
I'm
So
not
I
even
do
sure if
that.
it's 5 seconds. I don't even know.
Well, whatever
I
it is, that's what I just, or
okay.
else I just fast forward so they can get the clip.
Okay, okay, that sounds good.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
then Marianne says, like Coco said, she's not wife material. Exactly. And Gigi,
Anything like that for her yesterday?
yeah.
Is that
Good
what she
night,
said?
Musta. What you said, sorry, me that try read Musta question because the system either or okay, so it come out a review. Good night, Sharon. Denisha is a skitena. Uh, I wonder what that means.
Mm.
And Marianne says, when did Amber say Anthony never did things for her? Oh, she told Dave that last night when she saw the
Yep.
flowers. Said Anthony never done that for her before. Nobody ever done this for me before. And that's
She
what she
was
said.
lying. She was telling a fat lie.
And yeah, exactly. Sharon, you can do you can still do the pictures. Okay, so what I will do, thank you, Gigi. What I'm gonna do, Gigi, I'm gonna make pictures. Somebody showed me how to do it today, and that's why I was late too. I was learning. I was having a little learning session and having something to eat. So I am gonna try get the pictures them that we can put up, and I will be able. But that's gonna be a lot of work. But anyway, I have to do what I have to do. Thank you, Gigi. I will be doing that. And then Angela says, Amber turned herself into Pinocchio. Oh yes, yes, Angela. That's exactly what she did. He never protected her. Who never protected her? You mean Anthony? Yes, we all agree with he never protected her. But, and I know this is why somebody got angry at me yesterday for saying Dave never protected Amber at his mother's house. He forces Amber to walk out and let her husband steer and know that she needs 50% and let she walk out with him to rub her in Anthony's face. And he thought that was okay.
Mm-hmm.
But when Amber was at his family home and his sister was attacking her, Amber was sitting there. I wish I could show you that. You know what? I'm gonna take a slides and I make sure I have it in the computer. So when I'm speaking it, I can show it so you guys can see. With Amber sitting at that table, she was looking so down and alone, like said she was on an island by herself. And I felt that emotion. You can see it all over Amber's face when his sister was attacking her. And Dave sat at the head of the table. Dave never got up and go stand beside his woman and says, look, don't answer that, baby. I got this. He could say, Mom, Amber is a married woman, but she's legally separated. She's getting a divorce. He never did that. And if that was Anthony that took her to his family home, and that was happening, everybody on the internet would have attacked Anthony and says he never protected Amber.
Mm-hmm.
That's what people would have said. And if Amber, what it was Anthony too, Amber would have checked Anthony and says, you never protected me. They've never protected her and she never said a word. She
Mm-hmm.
sat there and take the humiliation. Even when the sister was carrying on, I thought the first time when she get up from the table, I thought she left. You guys let me know that no, Sharon, she did not left. She
Went to the
went to the
ladies'
bathroom
room.
and then she come back and sat down into that nonsense. Me not care how much money they want to have. Nobody embarrass me like that. I would put that sister in her place and I would walk out. And I'll say, bye, Alla Vista, baby. I'm out of here. That's what I would have said. But you
Mm-hmm.
know, I, as again, Sharon, review is always wrong. You're not speaking what's in the skit. You're not speaking what in the skit because you are so horrible. You hate Amber. Well, let me tell you, Amber is the one. Let me start doing the review because I love Amber. But I do
Mhm.
not like to see nonsense. She has two personality. One when she's with Anthony, she is a woman who knows her, what she demanded. She knows what she wants. She's a strong woman. And when she's with Dave, she doesn't have no self-esteem. She play
Mhm.
victim. You know what I mean? No, 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 no. I am calling a spade a spade. That's what I do here, and that's what we does here, and we pick
Mhm.
out nuggets. And it is what it is. But I want to see Amber stop playing at damsels in distress. I want her to stand on her A game. She bought her car, and I was ecstatic for her. Dave wanted to. He said he was gonna get her a car. Then the next thing he changed him out and said, "Oh, I was gonna put a down payment on a car for you."
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. A down payment. You remember that? And nobody
Mhm.
remember that down payment. He was, but if that was Anthony, Anthony would have bought that car right out for her. He would have put no down payment on that car. He would have bought that cash for
Mhm.
her. Because Anthony, Amber can spend any amount of money she wants, but not to pay for the divorce. What
Right.
you have to say to that? And we can read some comments after. Let's see what the chat is saying.
They're saying a
Jump in,
lot.
Terry and Susan. Susan, go ahead and then Terry, and then we take some comments.
No, no, I agree that she, she it's like she's bipolar. She does, has she's that woman that Coco was talking about. She and Anthony with this competition thing, both, bumping heads, and then she plays the damsel in distress with Dave because she knows that's what that's what will get her what she wants is playing a damsel in distress. She knows what she's
Hmm.
doing.
And she's
Um,
purposely doing it.
oh, she's purposely
I
doing it,
think
right?
she's playing a game. I think Amber is playing a game to get Anthony. Remember, she when you remember when Dave says, ask her, will you ever get married again? And she said no, she don't think
Yeah, she
so.
did say
And
no.
yeah, she said no. But the answer is a yes. And I'm telling you guys, and Amber wants to be Mrs. Dave Young. And I
Mhm.
do not, I know you guys gonna come for me, but I'm being honest. That's a game Amber played.
Mm-hmm.
She's making him know, says, oh, I am not off for you. I am just going to be single and this. No, if Amber
Mhm.
did not want Dave, Amber would have stay in our house and get that 50%, and then he shouldn't
Mhm.
be inside that house. But because Amber is playing a game with Dave, I
Mhm.
believe it's a game she's playing. Right, Terry, and what
It's
are
gonna
you
it's
thinking?
gonna it's gonna backfire on her. It's gonna backfire
Mm,
because she can't. She wants her cake and eat it too,
yep,
because she still has feelings for Anthony,
Anthony.
and so she, I think what what I see, they meaning Dave and Amber were in this honeymoon phase.
Mm,
I think they're going out of that honeymoon phase, especially after that trip to LA to meet his
yeah.
family. I think now they're going to that honeymoon phase. It's gonna start dwindling. Because when Coca asked her, was she happy? She didn't say, I'm happy. Oh, I'm happy, blah, blah, blah. She didn't say that. So
Coco
what,
says
so
she wants to meet Dave.
yeah, Coco wants to meet Dave. I don't know if she's gonna allow Coco to meet Dave, but who knows? She may. So
Mm. I'm dying to see what happens next. I just need to see because I know Evelyn is gonna be in Atlanta. And then there is still a Melissa. So it looks like he likes to have multiple women.
he
Whenever
does.
something goes go right, he's back to Melissa because she's his piece. So
Hmm.
let's see. Maybe Sterian, what you have to say?
Who knows?
My stance doesn't change. Amber said the other day to Anthony,
Hmm.
I can't see life without you. I'm not letting it go. For better or worse.
Mm-hmm.
And I'ma do
Oh, I
a
can't hear.
Libby.
Her. So can you hear Sharon?
Yeah, I can hear
Oh,
her.
You
okay.
can hear me?
I can
I'ma
hear
do
you, but
I'ma do a Libby. What Libby says, love is patient, love is
Love is
kind,
kind.
love holds no wrong. I'm going to be a Libby now. According to the word, it's patient for better or worse. We have seen the worst with the Daltons. So, listen, Amber and Anthony, I'm done saying it. I'm just gonna wait on it to manifest. Whatever manifests, manifests. And I'm just gonna wait on the manifestation. I can't say it anymore. Manifestation, you do what you gotta do and let everything manifest. When it manifests, then we'll speak. Cause I don't know. I don't know. I'm not letting anybody let me waver or turn my faith to say, boy, it's getting worse with the Dalton. Ah, they want me to
Yolanda said,
waver.
love is not abuse. Love is not,
No,
that is why they're
no.
separating them right now. That's why
That's
Right,
why,
Amber
right.
is
right,
living with Dave and
right,
Denisha is living with Anthony.
right. And they're going through that, right? And that's why they're going through the breakup.
Can I say something,
Okay,
Sharon?
go
Yeah.
ahead.
In looking at some of the comments, and I think
Mm,
we have to and I know people know this. This is fiction. This is not
mm,
real life. It's skit land. So it's
Hmm.
not like we're talking about a real human, a real live person who wants to go back to their husband because he's been abusive or whatever.
mm.
But we also have to realize that with the Dalton storyline, they are saying God has a plan. They're
Yeah.
saying they're reading from Jeremiah 29:11.
Yeah.
That
Hmm.
so they're trying to base this on a biblical perspective.
Hmm.
So I think what happens, I think we need to, and I'll just say this for myself. Sometimes, just like Gigi said, if you see yourself getting too involved in this stuff, break away. Just break away,
Mm,
and because you can get emotionally involved in it. And it's like, we're not saying that a woman should go back to abusive husband.
no.
And it's like, this is fiction. This is a skit. It's soap opera. So
Exactly.
it's not real. I mean, it is based on, there's some people who are actually going through this, but we're not saying that the
Exactly.
people should, do what we're talking about with Amber and Anthony. So that's what I think and I say we because this has happened to
Yeah.
me. I've had to step away. That's why I can relate to it when I see certain comments. You get involved in this stuff and you got to break away and say, hey, wait a minute, this is not real life. This
Exactly.
is fiction. These are actors, and but that tells you how good these actors are too. They have you
Mm.
thinking this stuff is real.
And it's not real. Yeah, I'm
No.
seeing the comments and they're really, really, I tell you, the review that we're doing, it's really evoking people emotion that I've seen what's saying in the chat. I'm seeing it. Right now, it's all fictional.
Mm-hmm.
And the story, intimacy, and it mimics real life. And we do understand that. Okay, so let me put in this disclaimer. If anyone in the chat going through something like this, I am not telling no woman or Suzette or Terrian, we are not telling no woman in real life to stay in an abusive relationship.
No, I will
We are
not.
speaking on
Mm-mm.
a series that is entertainment country Wayne skit, and I am the host of Sharon underscore Rica review, and I'm also doing the review for the character that you guys love. And you guys want team divorce, team healing. Who is for team healing? Who is for team divorce? But at the end of the day, guys, we are not condoning violence against women. We are not. What we are doing, the skit is saying for the Daltons, God has the plan for the Daltons. Even Amber said in her skit with Shayla and Tamara, she said to Tamara, God has a plan for me. I know that. She says, yes, I know I'm a sinner. You look like you guys not watching the series. And then Anthony says, God has the plan. When they both were on, I'm not talking about the characters now that play themselves
Mm-hmm.
because they have the name. I'm speaking of for the real person, Amber Ty and Anthony Dalton. Amber Ty on her show says a lot of people is saying Jesus is not popping, but Jesus is does popping. Please look into it and pick out the nugget. She never says nugget. I call it nuggets. Pick out the pieces. You will see it, and then trust the process. And Anthony live. Anthony says he wants people to continue watching, right? And there's gonna be some backstory. So, guys, when they do give you these little nuggets, they're separated right now. They are separated. They're living different lives. And we have to call a spade a spade. Amber is behaving like a damsel in distress with Dave. She behave like she don't have no self-esteem with Dave. That's my opinion, and that's what I'm seeing. I'm reporting on what I'm seeing. I'm reviewing on what I'm seeing. When she is with Ernestine, she's strong and mighty. When she is with Anthony, Amber is strong and mighty. So why is it I must be an hypocrite and not speak the truth? Then I will not be given a fair review if I'm not going to call a spade a spade. Come on now, guys.
Mm-hmm.
We have to be truthful with ourselves. We're watching a series. It's just like you're reading a book, and the book, says the character is going through exactly like what Amber and Anthony is going through. Yes, they have a separation. Yes, they have a legal separation now. Yes, Amber is cheating, and she is living with Dave. Dave mothers call her own son an adulterer, and he's a thief, and he's a robber. Not me. The skit said it. And she was speaking from the Bible. So am I telling a lie there? Am I being untruthful? But only thing people take from that word, what she said to Amber was, I saw that you guys love each other. That's only thing people can take from that. Come on now, you guys have to be fair. Even when you're reading your favorite book, and this is happening with your character, eventually, before this book, they go through all of this. And then at the end, they you have a happy ending at the end. So that is
Mm-hmm.
why the
Mm-hmm.
story is here. Amber's dad told her he wants her not to be a dog like Anthony. And Dave mother want her that she need to heal. She can live on her own. She don't need a man.
Right.
And then Wayne told her there's gonna be consequence for action.
Consequences.
And then Anthony got 3-1. So Amber got 3 warning, and so did Anthony.
Mm-hmm.
Anthony warning was the lobster worth it?
Mm-hmm.
His cousin yesterday said to him he needs healing. He does this all the time. He jumped
Yep.
from one woman to woman and he doesn't get healing, right? So that is 2. And
Mm-hmm.
of course, the last one, we do not like Angelina, but guess what? Angelina says, Anthony, you need therapy. Yes. Yes, the marriage is broken. That is why they're separated. And you guys have to see that they are separated. Anthony moved the mistress into the marital home, into the marital bed. And he's making a room for her kid. Meantime, his own kid don't have one.
Mm.
And that is wrong. But they are separated. Amber is living with Dave full time. She's not at the mansion anymore. And she's shacking up with Dave. And the
Yes, she
mother
is.
says, I love my son, but I do not want the sins of Anthony to fall on my son. So wait until you get a divorce before you guys can shack up together. And it looks like people forget all about that. Come
Yep.
on now, guys. Anthony and Amber's story is gonna be a story of redemption. I'm not writing it, but I can see it, and we're calling a spade a spade.
Mm-hmm.
They are legally separated. Amber is living with Dave. Anthony is living with Denisha.
Mm-hmm.
And they are going to get back together. So I am sorry, guys. to break burst you guys bubble. I know I'm not writing the storyline because I know I see it on Sharon TV say this, but guys, if they're really going off of the Bible, because Amber father mentioned the Bible, they have Anthony wearing the God as a plan, they have trust the process, they have Anthony praying, but you guys have to understand, guys, the marriage should never have happened in the first place.
Right. Right.
They married for the wrong reason. They
Reason.
what did not married, so their marriage is toxic. It started off toxic because Wade was the denominator in the cheating with
Mhm.
Amber. Both of them willingly cheated. Even if she stopped sleeping with Dave after she got the her engagement. Amber have her mouth. Regardless, she goes there and Wayne says, go in the bedroom, the keys in the bedroom. What Amber should have done, she have her mouth. She could have said no. But and Dwayne is Amber unfinished business. And a lot of people not saying this. Dwayne and Amber still has unfinished business.
Mhm.
Okay, so we leave that. I'm gonna park that part there, but I have to drive it home to you guys because I'm
Yeah.
seeing the chat. The chat is going so fast.
Yeah.
Just
It's
come
going
in that
fast.
way.
What I have a question, Sharon.
Mhm.
Okay. First of all, you have people because they're saying that Amber is happy and Dave is doing all of this stuff for her, which okay. She's happy. She's having a lot of sex. Okay. What has he done for her other than, give her affirmations and she's having a lot of sex? So that appears that's surface. Okay. That's gonna fade. So if you think that Dave is the right person for her, just think of it. I think one day I would love to do Sharon. What if? Okay, so if they divorce and they put her with Dave, what kind of storyline will Wayne have of a Dave and Amber storyline that would earn him millions and millions of dollars? See, you got to look at the. This is all about money, guys. Okay, yes, it's about entertainment, but a lot of it, Mr. Coley is looking at the bottom line. Okay, and he's
Mhm.
seeing what will get people. And if you factor out Anthony, say you put him with Denisha, okay, they have their own storyline. Can someone come up with a good storyline that will be so interesting that people after 2.5, 3 years later will still be talking about Anthony and Denisha like they're doing Anthony and Amber? What about Dave and Amber? What is so interesting about Dave
Mhm.
that we would have a storyline literally 3 years later where people are still talking about Dave and Amber. See, you got to look at that. Yes, this is entertainment and it's great, because they're keeping us on the edge. But just look at it. Everyone wants Dave, but really it should be Amber being healed. She needs to separate from Anthony, from Dave, and find out get herself together back with the Lord and find out who is the true Amber. Why do I
Yeah.
have these issues where I'm going from man to man? What
Yeah.
is wrong with me? I'd rather her be doing this time by herself, become the boss lady that she continue to be the boss lady that she is,
Exactly.
and be independent like a Ro who
Yeah.
doesn't need a man. And then maybe eventually, if it's meant for, which I believe she and Anthony get together, then they get together. But
Exactly.
all of this, Dave is her savior. That's what's that's interesting to me, is that people think Dave is her savior. That's all she needs is Dave. And the woman is clearly not happy because why would she be calling her husband and arguing with her husband about
Exactly.
a fish sandwich? Come on, people. She
I
just
know.
wanted to, she was upset because she is mad that Denisha is in her house.
Yeah. Because
And
Coco
people
made
are saying she's through with Anthony. No, she's not.
no, she's
No,
not.
she's not.
She is
So
not
that's just
through with
my
Anthony.
2 cents. That's my humble opinion.
Carry on your turn.
No, no, no. I ain't got nothing to
You
say.
afraid? Me not afraid,
No,
you
no,
know. Me
no,
not
no, no,
afraid
no,
one
no,
bit.
no, no,
I'm
no,
watching the
man.
comments and
No, man.
people
I'm
are
not
living
afraid.
this comment
Listen,
here. They
listen.
are
We
living.
we we lo- we like it
I
because
know.
the entertainment. I
Don't go
love it.
after me, guys. I'm just,
Listen,
a guest host.
my 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 my, my, my girl Nancy.
Oh,
She
oh,
keep
preach,
she
Suzette. Nancy B is telling me to preach.
she's
Oh
ten
my
toes.
God,
She ten
Nancy.
toes down her. She
You
and
know I
Tina
love you,
10 toes
Nancy.
down on their black chocolate. I'm mad at their black chocolate, but hey,
Oh.
everybody got
And I don't
their
think
good.
Nancy's being facetious. I think she means that. Thank you,
Yeah, she do
Nancy.
that. She do, and
But
I
she's
love
still.
them. But you know, my boy Anthony boy. Um, but nobody wants. All right, everybody said Amber deserve happiness. Yes, she does. But Anthony don't deserve happiness.
Mm-hmm.
Even all right. I'm not with the adultery. I'm not with it. I'm not with the fornication. I'm none of that.
Mm-hmm.
But if Amber is over by Dave and she's happy, we can see Anthony saying that he's happy. Why can't he be over there and be happy? Why everybody else want him to sick and in the hospital for all that he done, all that he has been through, for him to have an encounter, for his life to be changed? But they always have a saying: if you live in a glass house, don't throw stone. Amber does the same thing to Anthony. Anthony does the same thing to Amber. Both of them needs to go aside and get their healing. Um, Denisha, in the sense of, I don't see a chemistry between she and Anthony. She does what a woman would do that takes care of a man. That's fine. I got a mansion. Hey, let me show him what I want to do. Whatever. Okay, that's fine. But I've yet to see her sit and ask Anthony, why are you at this place? Because it has to be something why he's at this place. These conversations need to be have. And all she's seen now is that I'm in a good place. I'm with a man and all of these. You're a woman, you're a single mother. You have to protect your space and your child. And what I'm seeing she's doing now, because of the glitz and the glamour, and she always wanted somebody to take care of her and all of that, is putting her son in jeopardy. And that's what I don't like. Because at the end of the day, this man is still married. Anything can happen in between, right? Anything can happen in between. So therefore, I just want her to have a conversation so she can know where she stands. Because therefore, she don't have a stand right now. She's just wobbling back and forth because Anthony's still married. So she don't have a stand. So my thing is this now. She should have asked, where do we go from here? You have pursued me. You are married. Where do we go from here? Where do you see me? These conversations need to be having with Anthony. If you said that you want to be a part of this man's life, or this man say he wants to be a part of his life, you have to let him know, okay, if you are going to be a part of my life, then you have to sign this paper if you want to be a part of my life. So she has to make a decision as a woman that you have to put yourself first. Because if she don't, you keep sleeping with Anthony, you keep bringing your son over there, this is going to be a train wreck
Yeah.
for her. It's definitely going to be a train wreck.
Yeah.
So we'll see. You understand? And listen, if you love a man and you love a woman, the love just don't go away like that. I believe it just don't. easily drop off like that. You might dislike the behaviors of Anthony, why people don't like him, because the behavior, how he displays himself, how he speaks to Amber, how he doesn't pick up for Amber, those are ways that he has and things that he does. But otherwise, from that, he's a good man. He is, but we'll see. We'll see. So I don't know. I'm not wavering though. They
I'm
want
not
me to
wavering
they,
either.
they want
That's
me to
why them have
waver.
to. Oh, sorry.
No, I'm saying some of the comments want me to waver. I'm holding fast. I'm holding on with a grip tight. I ain't letting go.
Yeah. That Willie says right. Love will fade, but it doesn't just disappear. Nancy
No,
said
it don't.
Anthony is weak, sassy, and not protector of Amber. Him gonna
Listen,
become up. You're gonna love him.
yeah.
As Sharon says, you guys gonna love Anthony when they're done with them. Because the
Oh my
reason why
God.
I'm saying this, guys, the marriage should never have happened in the first place. So they're standing in sinking sand. Remember what Amber said to Anthony. They did not build a firm foundation. They didn't build
Mm-hmm.
it on a rock. They built it on a sand. So they are in sinking sand. And now Amber run over to Dave, and that relationship is not built on a solid foundation either. That is a sinking ship, also a sinking sand. So right now, guys, they have, because Amber gone into that cheating, gone into that relationship cheating. Anthony's cheating with Denisha. If you really look, Amber could not take accountability when the mother spoke to her. I thought she got the message and she ran away. And what does Amber does? She ran and she
Mm-hmm.
let Dave leave. He didn't even get to go do his business meeting. He has to come back home with Amber because she ran away. And do
Mm-hmm.
you want somebody like that? No, Amber needs to stand in her truth. And nobody think Sharon Rika and the Sharon review is idea Lily, welcome in. Don't bother think Sharon review hates the Amber Card. I don't hate the Amber Card. I love her.
Mm-hmm.
But I
Yeah.
don't like to see the nonsense that's going on with Amber. And every time I see Amber get a little win, I'm here waiting for the other two skit to drop, because I know whenever they make you do something good, is something bad gonna happen. And when she's done, they like the audience to split. Because right now I can see the audience is split. And as I
Mm-hmm.
tell you guys, it's okay. It's okay.
Let me
It's
tell
Mm-hmm.
you, it is
I
split
am not gonna police
on
my chat.
FB. FB is split totally. Right
Yeah,
down the
it is
middle,
split. I
FB
can
is
see
split.
it.
But I have a question for the audience, Sharon. Let me ask the
Mm.
chat a question. All right. Dave, when he was speaking to Evelyn said that I have another business.
Mm-hmm.
So we got to talk about it.
Yeah.
So he's hiding from stuff from Amber. Am I right?
Yeah.
Because he yet not tell her
No.
that
Go on.
he's in business with her.
With his ex.
Right. Well, let's see if he's going to do that anytime soon.
Yeah,
Because
hopefully, maybe like how
David,
we're talking about it, they'll let him
Da-
do it soon, because
yeah,
that's what they does best.
yeah. So because it's kind of weird that they introduce her.
It's not weird. I expected that. Trust me.
No, that they
Because
introduce
if
Evelyn
they're
because
doing God's will, Terrian, if they're gonna do God as the plan, Dave is squeaky clean and the audience love him. So what did they happen? I had a feeling he as a child or he as a wife. Remember, I thought Denisha kid was his. And then what happened? I was wrong on who was the kid. But they have him have a daughter. So he has a daughter. And then now they have an ex-girlfriend. Plus him have Melissa too. And then him have the woman from Arizona. So how many more we're gonna see. Will Amber get so insecure again that she's gonna say, what if Amber finds out? Do you guys think Amber is gonna say fire Evelyn? And will he do that if it's gonna make money because she says, oh, you're off your game ever since you met Amber? So let's see what happens.
Well, we'll see what
Right.
happens, but
Well,
Jamaicans will say like
even
they've
can you hear me?
Yeah,
yeah.
I can hear you.
Okay, even though she's doing business with Wayne and he's her ex, to Amber it's not the same thing because we're talking about Dave and possibly he is doing business with his ex. And when she asked him the question, who is she? And she explained who she was. And especially when she asked about Shay, because you're thinking she's probably thinking, okay, Shayla, she got a
Mm-hmm.
Shayla in Atlanta, and now I have a Shay here. And he explained it
Mm-hmm.
was Shea Butter, which
Mm-hmm.
was his bedroom name for. Let's just be honest, that was his bed because she
Mm-hmm.
wore Shea Butter. That was his bedroom name for
Mm-hmm.
her. So she knows that these two people were lovers, and they're not only friends, they're best friends.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so there's a closeness there, and she will be intimidated by that, and her insecurity will kick in, and she'll probably question him as to why you're still doing business with her. Why do you have to do
Mm-hmm.
business with her? And so yeah, that's going to be a problem.
Mm. Well, we'll see what the writers write, but you
Mm-hmm.
know, we'll just see what the writers write. But I want to see both of them win. Actually, both of them. I want to see Anthony win, and I want to see Amber win. I really do. I really, really do want to see both of them win. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, we
The
will see what
Dalton
happens for
saga
real.
the Dalton saga continues. We'll see.
Okay, so in this skit, right, Terian, they were
Mm-hmm.
talking about the Jezebel spirit versus the spirit of peace. We saw in the skit, which one do you think is winning right now? Let's talk about the spiritual side of these skits. So we are speaking on it because you know that Anthony mentioned the Jezebel spirit. The mother was talking about the which one is it? The spirit of peace, right? Because she don't want anything to happen to her son. So how do you will speak on that one? Terian, I think Terian is not available. Need Terian to answer that question. All right, so let me read some comment until Terian comes in. All right, let me read get to some of these comments here. E as a wife or ex-wife out there. Sounds good there. So Sabrina, anything is possible. I love some chocolate. Dave, I know, darling. That's your boyfriend. So me sorry for Nancy because now Nancy I forgot share Dave with Amber and Tina. Mm-mm-mm. Nancy girl. Nancy says Anthony keep plenty secret. He slept with Priori, make baby, never told he was in a relationship with Priori too. I know he's about the baby. All right.
Hmm.
And then Stacy says, Aunt wants Amber to be jealous of Denisha. Yes, you're absolutely right, Stacy. And Angela and Nancy is again. Nancy, exactly. Stacy said 100. Evelyn is a business with Dave. She's not working for him. Okay. Thank you for
Mm-hmm.
that, Rhonda. And then Tina said, give me some chocolate over caramel. I know, yeah, she's dying laughing there. And then Lily says, remember, Dave said two things to Amber. The grass is greener on the other side, and he has a pass. Exactly. I remember that, Lily. A lot of people don't remember that. Right now, they're separated, and they're separated. She's living her own life. People have to understand that Anthony is living his own life too. But there gonna come a time when those two are gonna get back together. All right, because things are going to put them back together. Anthony hides finances. He pays all Shayla bills. That's unacceptable. And Dave is hiding stuff from Amber too. Come on. Even Amber said, look how long we've been seeing at you now. I'm just finding out that you have a daughter. Mm-hmm. And Anthony pays all Shayla bed. Okay, me read that one already. And Nancy, exactly 100. Yet is fun, don't speak on it. Stacy saying, I wonder who is the fun. We're speaking on what we're speaking on. Amber wants a divorce. Yep. Does she really? Yeah, that's my question to you. Does Amber really wants a divorce? And my answer is no. No, no. And I think Amber asked for 50% because Amber knows Anthony's not gonna give it to her. That's that's
Sorry
what I
about
think.
that.
Eh?
No, I said sorry about that. I got a call.
That's okay.
Amber, my baby. I love her. I love her. She's just.
Darling, this skit right is talking about Jezebel's spirit versus spirit of peace. What do you think there and which one is winning right now?
That's not a question to ask. Who is winning?
Which spirit is winning right now? This Jezebel spirit or the spirit of peace?
The Jezebel spirit can't win, Sharon. That's
Eh?
more spirit of peace. It can't be. Spirit of manipulation and control can't win. Idolatry can't win. Those things can't win. Deception and
Well, it's
lies
not.
can't
Well,
win.
to me, the spirit of peace is not winning yet.
No, all right. So, why do you say the spirit of peace is not winning? Remember, no peace don't come from man. Peace come from above. So you have to get your peace from above. You can't get it from a man because a man can't give peace. So if
We're going
any
to offer this kit pumpkin.
yeah,
Right now,
that's what
what
I'm
I'm
saying
seeing
because
in this skit, I do
what
not
you
see no spirit of peace with it right now because Amber is not happy.
because
Anthony is
Amber
not
is not in the
happy.
place. Amber and Anthony is not in the place where they are to be. They are out of line. So therefore you won't have peace when you're out of line.
Exactly.
So
And
it's
right
not a
now, the
matter of
Jezebel
winning.
spirit is
It,
activated within Angelina and Shayla.
it's not
And
a matter of
Delisha is
winning,
playing a game.
but that's not a matter of who is winning or losing because there's
Mm,
there's not a winning process in that, and there's not a losing process in that. You understand? So a
mm.
spirit of manipulation, it only controls who it feels to control, who allow it to control. Anthony
Okay.
allows Shayla and Angelina to control him, right? Because he's the one who allows Shayla and Angelina to control him.
Oh, Terry, what's happening to you again?
Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry about that. So Shayla Anthony allows the spirit of manipulation from Angelina and Shayla to take control of him. And that's what he does. So again, he has to get a hold of that. He has to get a hold of that. So I'm going to be driving, so I'll call you back.
Okay.
All right, bye-bye.
Okay. Bye.
Hang tight, chat. Hang tight. Tina Nancy, hang tight, chat. It's gonna get better. Hang tight.
Yeah.
I'll call you guys back in about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
All right, bye-bye.
Because right now, what we have to look at too, Anthony did check Shayla, and a lot of people didn't realize that he did check Shayla. Because Shayla, he says to her, says, you and your mother, when I was with you, you and your mother just interfered. Don't you guys want me to be happy? And that is so true. Angelina needs to go fix her own marriage. Angelina is such a two-faced. Angelina brought Diesel into her marital bed. And there is no karma again there so for Angelina. Nobody said anything about that. The man move on with Denisha. Angelina should let it be. I don't understand what statement was that she makes with Anthony in saying, you need to be here when Kai wake up and when Kai goes to bed. That makes sense to me, guys. Oh, in God's green earth does she want Anthony? She said, Anthony, you're not wearing your ring anymore. So you need to be here. But when Kai wakes up, isn't Iman paying for that place? Isn't Shayla move on with Shayla? So why do they want Anthony to be inside that house with Shayla? Make that make sense? It make no sense to me. So who do you think will come out on top? Will the Daltons rise against the ashes, rise up out of the ashes? Or will it be missed? Because guys, I have to be frank with you guys. Sabrina says, what's what Sabrina says? Does Sabrina says here? Does Iman pays her bills? Yes, he pays their bill and they take care of his kid. So I do not understand why Angelina wants Anthony to be sleeping there for when guys goes to bed and then guys wake up. That did not make any sense to me. And then Lily says, where is Iman basketball season over? That's what I'd love to know. That's what I'd love to know. Fiona backup plan gone. That's Udi's mad. Because Shayla did the stopping line. Team divorce, Nancy says. And then Stacy says, yes. Stacy, yes. Team Anthony and Denisha. Tina is saying. Angela says, at Sabrina, Iman supporting Shayla, and so is Anthony. So she is a well-kept woman. That's all I can say for Shayla. And Stacy says Lily is with his girl, and Shayla needs baby number 2. Yes, that's what Angelina said he should do. And Stacy says Tina that part. Nancy says Anthony gave Shayla 10,000. Stacy says yes. So what are they doing with that money? That's what I would like to know. Okay, Stacy, he must be. And then Stacy says, Nancy, really? What mess is that? No way. Right? And then we come down here. Let me go up. Alani says, watch when Dale and let Anthony know he knows that about that night. All right, you guys watch it and tell me about it, please. The lawyers are dragging their foot to the mediation. Lawyer Brittany could have settled this mess. Brittany worked, yes, definitely. Angela C. But God has the plan. You guys have to understand. There is God has a plan and trust the process with the Daltons. So you guys have to always keep that in mind. And right now, you guys have to look at it. They are actually separated. Anthony, and I have to keep on, and the reason why I have to keep on saying it is for the people in the back that not listening. The Daltons are legally separated. Amber is living with Dave, and Anthony's having Denisha lives with them, right? And Denisha is cooking her voodoo food as gone to Coco. And then Anthony let Shayla and Angelina run his marriage like a dum-dum. She have the clone face. Says that this divorce needs to happen. Tina is saying, okay, let me see here. The marriage counselor was no good for the Daltons. She continued counting her money just like the dragon feet lawyers. Exactly, Angela. I totally agree with that. They both need therapy. Stacey is saying, I totally agree with that. As long as Amber is loyal to Dave, since they have been dating, Dave won't hold her past against her. Marianne, I appreciate this statement very, very much. And I hope it does not come back to bite Amber. I'm writing it down here, Marianne. So she says he's not gonna hold their past against her. All right, I like that. I like that.
He
JDK.
might,
Eh?
Sharon, he might not hold it against her, but will she hold it against him when she finds out about his past? Will she
Exactly,
hold it
because you
against
know
him?
how critical Amber can. She forget that you shouldn't throw stone in glass houses because yours is just as bad, right?
But I want to ask the chat, do you think Shayla still wants Anthony?
Yep, I think she does.
Why
Let me
why
call
she
that.
why her mom is behaving like that? Do you think Shayla still wants Anthony?
I
That's
think
a
so.
question I want to ask the
Yeah,
chat.
I'm calling it right now.
And see how many people believe. Because if she does, we'll know where it's gonna go from here. Because
Mm,
that's why Angelina is pushing the family thing, because
yeah.
Shayla wants to be Mrs. Dalton.
Mm-hmm.
But there's
She
only
wants to
one
live in
queen
the
of the
mansion.
castle. It's only one queen of the castle. It can't be two. So I don't know when it's her turn, but it's not going to be no time soon, because if it's Denisha, it won't be her. And if it's
Yeah,
Amber, it won't be her. So I don't know when
exactly.
is Angelina planning on Shayla to be the queen of the castle. I don't know. But hey, it ain't gonna be her for sure, because I know for a fact that Anthony doesn't want her.
And
Anthony
that is
surely
true.
don't want her. That much I know. But I think Shayla still have an inkling and want Anthony, the way
Yeah,
how
she
she's
does.
behaving.
So, oh, I
Because
see when the mother was checking her, and Anthony says, "You're gonna make she talk to me like that,"
yeah,
and she
she's
said,
so invested in
"Yes,
Yeah, because she's so invested in what Anthony does. I don't
yeah,
understand. If you are the baby mother, why do you invest in the man's life? You already create havoc in the man's life. So why are you so invested? Oh, you need to tell me what you're doing, and you need to this and you need to that. His life has no concern of yours as his mother. You understand what I'm saying?
yeah,
No concern, because guess what? You decide to move on with Iman. Worry about your nest that you have over there
With
that
Amex
needs to be
Platinum,
cleaned.
there's nothing.
You know what I mean? So
yeah."
I'm wanting to know, why are she so invested? She and her mother is so invested in where Anthony goes, in where Anthony comes. And I'm like, my Lord.
Okay,
So
continue.
I think that she still wants Anthony. I really do think she still wants Anthony, but she has no place in the Daltons. Because if Denisha is going to be the wife, she don't have a seat.
Um, s- oh, she's watching the show. The woodpecker said Iman is only temporary. She wants Sky to grow. Okay. I was trying to listen to it, right? But I end up showing it to you guys. So, and I didn't get to finish it. Hopefully, Suzette is watching it and will tell us what happened down in the bottom there. So, Anthony went to see Daylan, and he shows Daylan that
No,
he,
no, I just watched what you had. So
okay. So now it looks like he's telling, so Daylan is telling him that he knows about him and P. And I couldn't even show that part because I had to see he is showing him, so this is me. Look at her, man. So I must show Daylan that he has Denisha and Amber wants 50%. You notice every time somebody hear half, Oh, she wants 50, and then Anthony said, "Oh, it's okay." So you see, it is just what happened. Your turn is Charmaine. Your turn is Charmaine. Susan, please tell me, I'm dying to hear. That's why it's good. Okay, so let me just read some comment until Susie gets.
You want me to say something?
Yes, darling. Did you finish?
Oh,
Just
you know what? I was just looking. No, no, no. I was just looking at a comment that Lily made that he's saying, "Look at this," and she said, "Like a toy," and it reminded me of what Coca said. Is she your new toy? She's the
yeah,
new toy,
yeah.
and that's what he's displaying.
That she's
Denisha,
the
like
toy.
this is my new, this is
Yeah,
my like new toy,
yeah. That's exactly what
and
he's
and
doing.
Coca called it.
Yeah, she did call
Coca
it.
called it. That's
She
what
did.
he,
She did.
this is something new. This is his new toy for him. So, but you know what? When Amber was bragging about Dave, we
Mhm.
had to watch that. So, we
Mhm.
got to watch it with Anthony bragging about Denisha. So,
Exactly. We just have to be fair. We just have to even the playing field because that's what the writer is doing. They're evening the playing field. You know what I mean? It is what it is. At the end of the day, two skit. Go watch. Going to Stacy says
yes.
going to watch the skit. Okay, thank you, Stacy. I was trying to listen it and then I realized that I'm on live, so I don't have somebody else to continue because we want to see what it is so we could comment on it. You know what I mean? I believe there's going to be the wedge between Anthony and Shayla. And then listen up, Bestie. Yes, we're listening up, the baby girl. Oh God, what am I going to do with you, Tina? Tina laughing away. Well, him a brag about him, girl. Say, this is me. And him a show her picture. Me have her picture on the phone. Blouse and skirt. Pants and shirt. Oh my goodness. Terry, you still there? I think my last Terry. I think Terry gone, right? Because she driving. Let me see. Yeah, Terry isn't there anymore, but she's still not there. Yeah, Terry is gone. All right. So, did you all hear that, Bestie? What, Nancy? What did I miss, Nancy? Let me see. Oh, okay. So here, Marianne says, Anthony got quiet with Daylan. Oh, wait, let me put it on the screen. Anthony got quiet with Daylan, started talking about PRA and the pregnancy. Okay. All right. Thank you, dear Marianne, for that. And then as bad as Anthony is, he still did a lot of good for Shayla and Amber, and that's why they don't want anyone around him. Okay, thank you very much, dear Shaquille. And Shaquila, yeah, Shaquila, right? Shaquila, it don't have no L on it. Shaquille, yeah, Shaquille. Shaquille, or is it Shaquille? As bad as Anthony is, he still did a lot of good for Shayla and Amber, and that's why they don't want anyone around him. I remember last night when Amber called him, she says, "Aunt, Denisha only wants you for your money." That's what she's telling him, but she wants off, right? You know me have to put that in. Because he's still everybody that Amber wants off. Did you see Anthony wearing one of his go as a plan? Is God as a plan? Did you see Anthony wearing one of his go as the God as a plan top? The top that he's wearing has the God on it? Let me see. Oh, I can't see it that well. I'm not going to play that again. Definitely not. Definitely not. Um, um, I did more God for Shayla than Amber. And Denisha and Shayla only wants money. Oh, definitely. Marian says he did more good for FB or Shayla than Amber. For Shayla than Amber. Nancy E definitely is a snake. Belinda says Amber and Anthony is going to get a divorce up with PRA. Okay, thank you for that. And I'm just going back up to see what's happening if I miss anything important. Odi Woodpecker said Iman only temporary and she wants Sky to grow up in a two-parent home. Yes. Yeah, she did say that. And you know what? When did Anthony, I thought him didn't want Daylan to be his friend anymore. I'm shocked that he went to see Daylan because you know why he can't tell Ben because Ben he sent Ben out to to Florida to go get his wife, right? So now he's sitting there feeling happy that oh this girl is so wonderful. Let me just show her off, you know. So Suzette, you finished watching or are you still reading? And Marianne says he's gonna try to make things right with Pierre after Daylan told him he was
No,
wrong.
I'm not.
All he anger
I'm not
Pierre
watching it.
and the news. Okay, you're not watching it. Okay. So Marianne is saying he's going to try to make things right with Pierre after Daylan told him he was
I
wrong
was just
to
trying to
be
keep
with
it.
Pierre and he's on the news. Okay. But do you guys think the baby is aborted or the baby is still alive? Because I still want to get down to the nitty gritty. Why is then PR still drinking? Why is she drinking? What causing her to drink? I'd love a black story on that. I'm still curious to know if the baby is alive or she lied to Anthony. And if the baby is still alive, that is another problem. If he has a real son there with PRA. I wonder if that was a nugget they gave us and we just skip over it and just leave it there. Danielle cheating with chocolate ice cream. I know it. Oh, she just ate the chocolate ice cream for now, but she haven't crossed the line yet, right, Nancy? Do you guys think Danielle will actually cross the line with Ben? I meant with the dark chocolate that she found on the beach. And another thing is I find, guys, is that what's her name there? Damini was very jealous of the mother and Craig getting close, right? So now she told her mom that Greg has his tongue up in her. And the mother says she don't care. She will wash his mouth out and he is gonna get 2 million. It wasn't $2 million, $2 billion. 2 million and 2 million and Mike will get 2 million. So that is really a good thing. Okay, here is Terry and Terry and is back on. Okay, Terry, go ahead. Terry Ann.
Yeah, what were you talking about? I'm sorry. The
Okay,
shift on.
so I think Dominic is jealous of her mother,
Of course.
and Dominic told her mother about Craig having his tongue up in her,
Yeah,
and the mother
and I
said
thought that was she did that out of spite
yeah, because
because
she's
she didn't
jealous.
have to tell her mom what she and Mr. Mitchell did. That's not your
Exactly.
mom's personal business. But because
I
she
hope the mother
sees
tell the Mike by
anytime
accident.
anybody steps in her territory, she puts up this kind of defense. I don't know. I don't know when Mike is going to. They're gonna write Mike. Boy, these men in these skits are such simps. I swear, they are just jellyback. But hey,
Do you think Mike
hmm?
karma is gonna come now? Because today they lied about what's your name, Lisa tell
Tell Dom
Germany about the infidelity,
infidelity,
and then
but
it was a waste of time watching this kid because she never tell her that it was
because
Mike.
she didn't
She
tell
said she
her who it
cheated.
was exactly.
She
She
said,
didn't tell her
and
it was Mike.
yeah,
Right. So
I
my
think that
karma probably coming around the corner. You know why it's gonna come? Because Dom kicked that girl, what's his name, sister out the house.
yeah,
So we know that karma is gonna come.
mm-hmm,
We know it's nearby, but everybody is getting it. I'm not the one for the karma. I just let life play out for itself.
yeah,
However, when it's uh, the queen and her mom is gonna get their time for their stuff to be exposed. And now, when I don't know,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Thirsty.
So we'll see. But
Mm.
Dom never likes to see anybody happy. She's
Yeah.
miserable. She's a miserable girl.
I know.
Very, very miserable. Dom is just too miserable.
I didn't get to watch the skit with Mr. Mitchell making it official that they're dating now.
Yeah, and he took her to church.
Woo!
Mr. Mitchell, Grandpa, the golden tongue, took her to church.
Woo!
Lord have mercy. I said, go ahead, and I believe Dom is gonna make her mom life miserable
Yeah.
because Mr. Mitchell is gonna do stuff for the mom just to get at Dom, to get in her
Hmm.
skin. He's gonna do it to make his lavish the mom, make her feel like a queen, just to get on the Dom skin. But we'll see. I want to know what happened to the Sonny and the neighbor. I haven't seen them in days.
I know, eh? I don't know. But what we just saw, we watched just a little bit of it with Anthony, G Aunt Terry, and it's overdue for them. Yes, it's definitely overdue for them. Damn jealousy of princess. Yes.
Her jealousy is over the top for her mother. Real jealousy.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's just
it
bad.
is. It is. And then I think Tamira told Delicia, I didn't get to watch that skit that and Shayla almost put her out. Anybody in the chat watch that one? Let me know how that went.
I didn't watch
And
that one,
then
but I want Delicia to take Tamira in so Tamira could see her and Iman interacting. I want her to do it. Not thinking that Tamara will see her with Iman. But these 304s will come up with lies. No, I'm not calling her
mm,
304. I'm sorry. I don't call people. Delicia will not think and invite Tamara in. But if Tamara knows that secret, I'm wondering, will Tamara tell Shayla? We'll see.
does that guy have money?
Huh?
Travis. When Travis asked Dan to put him down with Tamira, I don't know.
Travis is Travis is
Is that
that guy that.
another? Is that a rich guy or somebody that
No,
wants?
that's the guy that sends Delisa and Tamara to the Bahamas for the day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he has money. Yeah, he has money. You know where
Okay, so
anywhere Delisa goes, she'll find them.
okay, I got you. So now what I noticed is that we just watch a skit, right? With Anthony and Dalen. Anthony went to Dalen house and he's bragging to Dalen about his girl. He said, "This is me," and him showing not Terry picture. He showed Delisha picture. So this is me. And Dalen says, "You move that fast." But you know that I can't show much more this kid. I wanted to see when Dalen tell him that says he knows about so the chat family watch it for me and let me know that he told
He told
Anthony
Anthony,
about
yeah,
that
and
he anger
Anthony,
Pierre really bad. He needs to have a conversation with Pierre. I think something along the line like that.
yes. So he was like, "Oh, you shouldn't have treated her like that, man." And Anthony was like, "Yeah, I'm sorry, man." And I'm like, "Oh my God, here he goes with his little soft potato self." I'm like, okay, you didn't know, she didn't tell you she was pregnant, so you know, I don't understand why now. So I know we're gonna see a skit with him talking to her, apologizing to her the way how he treats her or speak to her because of sympathied dealing. So we'll see that one.
Okay. Okay, we get that. All
Yeah.
right, so Marianne says, Dan said to Country Wayne. Dan said wait, no, Dan said no, Country Wayne. Dan said he got bread. Travis said I got bread too. He sees them going all the way. Tamira is his type. Oh, so he likes Tamira. Okay.
Yes, he likes Tamira. He really do. And if he goes to Atlanta, it's gonna be
Marvis, I
crazy.
couldn't watch it, so tell me, how did he answer the question? Okay, so Danny's gonna go to Atlanta with Travis to see Tamira.
We'll see. We'll
Okay,
see.
so Tamira is gonna get another rich guy.
We'll see.
Okay, so we lose Suzette, we lost Suzette. So Marvin says, Sharon, look how Anthony answered the question about Ian Amber. How did he answer it? I didn't get to see it. I was trying to watch it, listen to it, then I forget that I was on live. And it's not like so we have Charmaine here that we can get
He
to the nitty gritty
hesitated.
of things.
He hesitated for a little bit.
Oh, he hesitated. What
Yeah,
did
for a little
okay,
bit.
what question did Dylan ask him?
Uh, what did Dylan say? I'd have to go back again because I'm driving.
Hold on. Lily says, Terrian, Anthony said, I got something new and not I have someone new. I got something new.
Yeah, he got something new. Yeah, he got something new.
So
I
he
don't
has a
know.
new toy.
He got a
Woo!
new toy to be playing with. So let's see
That
if the
he's playing
batteries
with.
work. Let's see how long the battery works with this new toy.
I know, right?
Because he
Oh
better
my
go back.
goodness.
He better go back and take some of that batteries from Kai. That whole pack he gave Kai. Because if this is something new he got, Denisha is a toy. That is crazy. No man
I
is gonna
know,
play
right?
with me
My
like that.
goodness. This yeah, she's a new
Nah,
toy.
baby.
So do you
No.
think Amber thinks Dave is a toy too?
No, no, no. Amber said, my man, my man,
My
my
man,
man.
yes, so that's her
Well,
man.
that's her man. That's her.
Hmm.
That's her tall, dark, and handsome
Yeah,
man.
her tall, dark, and handsome. Yep. And Amber don't want her man to go anywhere near anybody else. She's very protective of Dave. That's one thing I can say. She don't want anybody near her man.
But I'ma tell her though, she got
Lauren is
competition.
going to Atlanta. Okay, thank you, Lily.
I'ma
Hmm.
tell her, Sharon. I'ma tell her she got some competition because there's a Nancy B and there's a Tina Young coming after. So she better buckle up. She better buckle up and get it right, cause
I
she
know,
got some
right?
competition.
She have stiff competition.
Oh
Nancy B
yeah,
and Tina
and
Young.
Tina Young. Yeah,
Hmm.
baby. So Amber girl, let me talk to Amber Ty. Get it together, cause you got some competition coming for your dark chocolate, baby.
I know, right? Our tall chocolate. Amber is delusional right now, Lily says. And Nancy says, does Denisha got a key to Amber's house? We don't know. We don't
Yes,
know
she
yet because
does.
Anthony says they're moving in. They're moving
Yes,
in.
yes, she does.
They're
She does because remember when she went in by herself, she used the key. Remember she had her key in her hand when she was leaving, and when she came back with the food, she said, "You sit with your cousin," and she went in. Homegirl is the queen of the castle. What you say?
no, but the door was open. It's not like the door was blocked. She just opened the door and went in.
She had the key in her hand. I'm gonna look back at it again. I'm gonna check it out back. But Anthony's not gonna let her be there and don't have a key. He's a simp like that. So
Mm.
you know, my baby is soft, but oh God, I gotta teach him how to be a man now. Oh my God.
Yeah, and your baby. My goodness. I
Yeah,
wonder
but
if Amelia will actually cry when God has a plan, when we trust the process and we see what happened. I wonder, you
if
know what? I'm gonna get
if
my
the plan is
Kleenex though.
divorce, if the plan is divorce, whatever the plan is, I'll take it. If the plan is
Neto, I
divorce,
will take it.
that is
But
the
we're
plan.
standing
I'll
10
take
doors
it.
with God as a plan for the
That's it.
Daltons.
I can't override the plan that they say God has, and if the plan is
Exactly.
divorce, I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll just have to cry and dry my tears tomorrow, but I'll have to take it. It is what it is.
Nancy is looking. She said keys, and she have the eyes them looking. Marian says when Daylan bought the final night with Perry, you could see it in his face. He didn't want to talk about it.
Yeah,
Oh
because
dear.
Dylan likes PRE. Cause
And if Anthony don't want to
Anthony,
talk about it.
no, Anthony said to Dylan that, like, he was saying that, okay, well, you wanted her too, and he was like, nah, man, that's my friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wants PR too, but Dylan doesn't know what he wants. He does not know what he wants.
Who is Dylan sleeping with?
His brother's girl.
He's
And
actually sleep.
yeah, Dylan is a clown. Y'all talking about Anthony's a clown? Dylan
Dylan
is
is
a
a clown
clown.
too.
Yeah,
So what
yeah,
about
yeah.
that girl that he met? He's sleeping with that one too?
We ain't see her since.
But I saw bad Dylan is. My goodness, Dylan
Listen,
dangerous.
I believe if
Dylan
Dylan had
sleep with
stick with
anybody, so
Keisha,
I guess they don't care about the HIV business. I guess they're not gonna cover that in the storyline.
listen, if he had stick with Keisha, he would have been fine.
Yeah.
Because him and Keisha was good together.
I like Keisha,
They
but
didn't
maybe
do
she's
that.
busy with
So
her comedy special. So Dylan sleeping with
yeah.
his brothers. Girl, Caleb is worse than Anthony. Who is Caleb? It look like, and they says, Marian says, Anthony got quiet when Dylan started talking about PR and the pregnancy. Okay, I got you. All right, my lovelies. I think I tortured us too long now. I didn't even realize. Excuse me, Dylan is worse than Anthony. Okay, thank you, dear. All right, guys. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. We do this again tomorrow, or maybe tonight later if anything juicy come on. Maybe I'll do a mini live with you guys. Dylan needs to go to Bible study with his mama. Good night, bestie. Good night, my bestie. I love
Good
you
night.
guys.
Good
Great
night,
chat.
everybody. Good
Thank you,
night.
Nancy. Thank you, Suzette, for jumping on. Thank you. I think Era was trying to come up, but Era thing wasn't working. Sorry about that. I do not know what's going
Yeah.
on with the system.
StreamYard was acting up today.
Yeah, it is really acting up.
Yeah.
And then who else did come up? That's it. Me, you, and thank you for being here too, Terry. I
No
appreciate
problem.
that. Thank you to my
Everyone
chat
have a
family
good
and
night.
all my
Good night.
moderators. Thank you guys. Do a fabulous, fabulous job in the chat. Well done, everyone. Have a wonderful, wonderful night.
Tina said
Yeah,
Keisha dodged a bullet. What
yeah,
bullet did
she did.
she
She
dodge?
dodged a bullet for real.
From Dayland?
Yeah. Good night, everyone.
All right, guys. Love, take care. Love you guys. Bye.